Everything in Bad Boys is better than Toy Story.
Tori, you told a lie.
That is not a lie. What happened? Oh, Andy's gone. Andy's giving us away. Oh no, we in the dumpster. What storyline is good for Toy Story? Tell me.
So where do we rank 007?
Well, we didn't even talk about it, but me personally, I never really got into 007. I tried the one with Daniel Craig. I tried the one that had Pierce Brosnan and Halle Berry in it. Never really hit for me. I put it at the bottom.
Whoa, the very bottom?
Okay.
It never hit for me.
I would put it.
I don't know if that's fair,
That's
though.
not fair.
I put 007 in B category.
I'm okay with B.
I'm cool with putting it in B for
So
right
y'all
now.
watched the 007 movie?
Okay,
But that's the
Yeah.
thing. Even though I haven't seen them, I can still
played-
respect.
Hold on, wait. How can we
Well, here's what I'm
rank
saying.
stuff highly if we haven't even seen them?
I've seen
This is
them.
middle
I've
of the
seen
tier
them,
right
and
now.
I played the games. GoldenEye.
But this is the movie. This is movie franchise.
We're just talking movies.
I do like the
I mean, no,
Baron.
I've
hold
seen
up.
the movies.
I do like the Baron Samedi character in Live and
David,
Let
when
Die.
did you see a Bond movie?
So I've not seen all of them, but I've seen on and off movies. Like I've seen some of the Daniel Craig, some of the Pierce Brosnan ones. I saw the one with Halle Berry and stuff. So like I've seen different ones overall.
And that's enough for you to think it's ranked higher?
I'm saying out of the ones that I've seen and for what I know about the franchise, as far as the reception and the quality and the
what's
box
the question?
office,
What's the
then
question?
yeah, I would say B. Just to clarify, when it comes to 007, we're putting them all like as one franchise, right? We're saying overall, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
so overall everything, then yeah, I would say they're usually quality. They do good in the box office. And the ones that I've seen are good spy, thriller, action, you know?
Yeah, and everybody loved the one that had Henry Cavill in it.
Oh,
What
yeah,
was that?
one.
Yeah, that was
Is
it.
that, yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, whether we've seen it or not, there's still some respect that can be given to its cultural importance and its influence.
And Snapback agrees with B category. We see, okay.
Yeah.
All right, all
And
right,
like I
next
said,
up.
we'll adjust things as we go
Yeah,
along.
we can adjust it later.
Yeah,
Later,
y'all gonna bump this down along the, but let's keep going.
Moving on. All right, this is one which I know we're all going to have plenty to talk about. The Batman film franchise as a whole.
Well, hold on. Is this are we doing, okay.
It's got the Dark Knight on
Got it.
on the front. but-
Batman, okay, that's fair.
But
Okay.
Batman
Christopher
overall.
Nolan's Batman or
As a
all the
whole.
Batman?
All of them.
But see, that's the thing.
Technically,
Is you got to factor in everything.
Yeah, it's everything. And I would say if we're including everything,
I put it. We gotta go with A.
No,
I would, yeah, I think A tier is fair.
B.
B.
Oh,
What?
A. Oh, L. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot what it was.
We have
S
S tier, yeah.
A is fair because we got to be honest. The Arnold
definitely been some
Schwarzenegger
lows.
version. What was that?
That was. I mean, but here's the thing. When the ones with Arnold Schwarzenegger, those were damn near like the ones that had what's his name? The ones that had
was
Adam West.
Joel.
They had the comedy of the Adam West style.
It wasn't
Batman.
just that though. They
Well,
just didn't-
here's the difference because the Adam West, even the Adam West movie and the TV show, obviously like they knew it was a comedy. So you can't really hold it to the same standard as like a Batman
They kind of
project.
knew it was a comedy.
No,
the fact that he's pulling out a Batman credit card. I mean,
But here's the thing, it's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too with like the Schumacher films. Like Batman Forever, to an extent, still holds up, but it's also kind of whack. The Tim Burton films, not the highest quality, the visuals still unmatched. The music from Danny Elfman, of course, legendary.
Jim Carrey
but there's
as the
some
Riddler.
things that
I
mix
love
it up.
it. I love Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
He really
H.
deserved to
Giroux
play
says,
Joker.
nah, Batman and Robin with Arnold was trash.
No, straight up.
But
Straight
Art,
up.
It was
art.
made to be a comedy, especially with the jokes
I don't
that
think
they
it was-
had and the puns. Like you said, poison lips. He said rubber lips. You know, and like it was it was
Well,
supposed to be
here's the
funny.
thing. The more accurate word to describe Batman and Robin, and even Batman Forever to an extent, is they were trying to make it what they perceived to be a cartoon. That's what they were going for. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you came off of Batman Forever and you actually enjoyed some of like the attempts at like the more psychological look into Bruce Wayne and his double life and his relationship with Chase Meridian, if that's your thing, then
Val
yeah,
Kilmer? You talking
there's
about the Val Kilmer?
yeah, like there's some things that you can actually pull from there and be like, you know what, this actually works. And then you get to Batman and Robin, and it's like, clearly, they designed the toys before they actually wrote the movie. I imagine that the pitch meeting for Batman and Robin was you had Joel
wait a
Schumacher,
minute.
you had all the actors sitting at a round table, and they're just sitting there waiting, going,
what's
hold
his
on.
name?
They're going like, okay, the meeting's supposed to have started by now. Where's the Warner Brothers executive? What are we doing? And he just walks in with an armful of toys and just goes,
Wait, Chris O'Donnell.
Work with this.
Chris
And he just
O'Donnell
goes.
was with Val Kilmer and
yeah.
And George Clooney, wasn't he? Yeah.
Snapback says Val Kilmer had Jordan 6s on. He's cookout approved.
No, wait a minute. What's his name did too? He had on Jordans as well. Damn.
Arnold?
No.
No, not Arnold.
No.
Clooney?
Huh?
Clooney?
No.
What's his name?
Well, we'll be here all day,
Keaton?
bro.
What?
Yeah, Michael Keaton. He had on Jordans as well.
No, he had.
Yeah, somebody said I
they
thought
were
that was
Nikes.
Michael Keaton.
They were not yet.
Yeah, they were Nike.
Okay.
But that's not beside the point. Anyways, like.
So are we cool with the ranking? Asia, do you agree with A?
I'm gonna see where this is going.
Well, I was gonna
I
say-
personally would rank these slightly different, but let's keep going.
But like I said,
I
I
would
think
say-
it's fair because obviously the Batman films have had their low points, but they've also had their incredibly high points. Of course, with,
I
like,
know
the military.
more low than high personally.
Marlon Wayans
What
was
lowest do you
almost
have?
Robin.
What's the low? What's the lowest of the low?
George Clooney's Batman,
Of course.
Okay, that's fair.
What's the highest in your opinion?
Dark Knight.
Okay, yeah,
That's fair.
That's fair.
The highest.
Whose phone was that?
I think it's Tori's.
A is fair. Yeah.
All right, so moving on to the next one.
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
I've only seen one of them.
Ain't there
How
only
was it?
2 movies?
Huh?
How was it?
It was cool. I like the visuals on emotions. That was cool. I didn't watch the second one because, yeah, I just didn't watch the second one. But I know a lot of people were upset with some of the emotions in that one.
I thought they were both great. I know there's only been 2 movies so far. I hope that they're planning for a third. The second one did like have me like almost in tears because like the whole character of anxiety was just outstandingly done, like phenomenal. So I might put Inside Out B.
Snapback says A tier or actually B.
I'd say C.
No, I'll say
Damn.
B. I'll say B because this too. It's like I give them also a lot of credit for the concept, like the concept of the emotions in your head and all that stuff. Like that was really incredible writing. So
Ezra says Inside Out is a fine movie. Absolutely.
yeah, so I'm gonna say both of them are good. So I'm okay with B. I would even potentially say A, but I'll leave it there for now.
I'll push it to A depending on where we put other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, there's room to adjust. Okay, next we got X-Men.
The X-Men.
The X-Men franchise. Where do we rank the X-Men franchise?
X-Men. I put that in the B category.
Personally?
Only because when these X-Men movies came out, they weren't a part of the MCU. They were a part of it separate, but they have the potential to move up because now the X-Men is a part of the MCU.
But it's where we're at right now. That's
Yeah.
You can't. I don't know if the potential is enough.
I mean, but we do have Wolverine and Deadpool. That's still that's part of the X-Men
I have to say
continuity.
something.
Go ahead.
I have to say something.
ahead.
I would have to put I would have to put X-Men at C or D, and here is why.
Damn D.
After seeing X-Men 97, X-Men was never X-Men movies. It was Wolverine featuring the X-Men. Because if you saw X-Men 97, you would. I'm just saying the comic.
I mean,
and I know this has probably been regular knowledge for everybody, but for me, this was a culture shock. I had no idea what a leader Scott was, what Cyclops was. I had no idea how powerful Storm was. And I just feel like what X-Men did, they took Wolverine and they made him like the Beyonce of the team, and the movies focused on him.
I mean,
they
but
made
that's-
Rogue a punk-ass punk in the X-Men movies. Rogue is a badass.
I mean, here's the
She
thing.
gave up her powers in the
Oh my gosh!
But
no.
here's the thing,
F
Rogue-
tier. Is there anything lower than D?
the
That's
Rogue
where we're
that-
putting it, because you just reminded me that she gave up her powers, and that was the most weak punk mess I've ever seen in my life. What's lower than D? Because that's where X-Men is
The
going.
rogue that they chose for the movie was based off of somebody else. It was based off of a different version of her. But I hate it and I love it. I do like sometimes when they mix up different versions of characters for certain projects. But when I originally saw the X-Men, I thought I was going to see the one from the original, because the same, just like in the X-Men Evolution, that's the same rogue that they had in X-Men Evolution, the one that they had in the movies. But Like I thought I was going to see the one from the original X-Men cartoon, like the one that happened before X-Men '97.
Yeah, well, for what the movies we got, I mean, the first one was cool.
Yeah, but
for the time.
they pretty much
I think
established.
X2 was dope.
Yeah.
X3 was.
They
eh.
established that Wolverine was going to be the center focus because the way the
He's just
movies
the most
were.
And that's
popular
just not the
because
way it is.
But he was the only. I mean, like if the things that happened, and like he was the only one that was going to survive those things. Like in the future, Wolverine is damn near the only one around.
I would say this: X-Men would get hired for just nostalgia reasons, because just as a child, those movies were really hard. Those were some hard movies.
I
But
wanted to put it.
now that I know
For the
what I
time.
know now, D.
For me, I think C is fair. It's definitely not the greatest. You know, I would say it had probably
because
more
we didn't have
misses
these
than
complaints
hits.
when these movies came out.
Well,
Right, but at
I
that
think,
point, the
too,
standard wasn't as high.
I think
Yeah.
too, one more thing too we haven't talked about, it was like, remember, X-Men 1 and 2 are really good, but then also the first two little reboot, like Days of Future Past movies are actually really good too.
Well, okay, yeah.
The first one,
the first one is really good.
Second
One is good, but then Dark Phoenix was trash.
Yeah.
But the first
I
two
didn't
were really
really care
good.
for,
X-Men
First Class.
X-Men, the first two are actually really good. Was it First Class and then Days of Future Past? Is that what it is?
First Class was all right.
I thought both two are actually really good. From what I remember.
You said
Phoenix was the
X-Men,
only bad
You
one.
said Days Future.
The
First Class made me. First Class pissed me off because the way they did Darwin.
Okay, but outside of the character, as far as the movie and this overall, I agree with you about that. But the movie, the first two were actually good. So I'm okay with C. C is very fair. They had some highs and had some lows. In the end, it probably averages to a C.
Yeah, no, H. Drew O, I'm with you. X2, I think, was like
X2
my
was
favorite
really
one.
good.
Avatar B.
B's fair.
Really?
It's overhyped to me. Like
But it's overhyped, but it's still good.
But yeah.
It's still good. And I'll be honest, I will say they get extra credits for the technical part of it. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Story-
It's- I mean,
I'll be honest. The story is not groundbreaking or amazing, but visually,
It's definitely a factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
visually, it's doing way more than any. I mean, we're in a world where, like, you know, Marvel shows and stuff are having really bad CGI. When you're watching Avatar, it looks like you are looking at a window into a world. So
Yeah,
I gotta
Snapback
give it
says-
that.
B is gracious.
It's a low B, so there you go.
Yeah, because
What would you say?
I would say C just because the storyline is very basic. Isn't it Pocahontas?
it's
Or,
Pocahontas
Dances
mixed
with
with
Wolves.
Romeo and Juliet.
I heard it compared to Dances.
Yeah,
with
I
Wolves,
mean,
so.
but I feel like the storyline has to
Real
be
quick,
basic
Fading
for what
Jack,
they're doing.
subscribe. We got a tier 1 subscription. for
Appreciate
Fading Jack.
you.
Hey!
Thank you.
Sub.
Thank you.
I will say this about Avatar. I
Appreciate
feel like you have to keep a story basic for how much CGI and visual effects that
Do
movie
you
is doing.
though?
No, hear me out. They have to put all their budget and work into the CGI and all the visual effects. It's probably understandable that the storyline is very kindergarten level.
Yeah, but
Just saying.
But at the same time, you got to have your script first. You know what I mean?
Well, also one more thing. I give it some extra points, and I'm cool with a B because it is the #1 biggest movie box office of all time. So I think like a lot of people went to go see it twice.
Also, Ezra,
So-
we see you.
I did.
Unfortunately, Derek couldn't make it this stream, but do not worry.
I
He will
miss
be
him.
back. He will be back.
I'll be back.
We won there.
So yeah, I think. I mean, I think we should say for cultural impact. I mean,
No, like I said, that gives it some
yeah,
points.
that gives it some points, boosted up. So I feel like like the #1 movie of all time, twice. I mean, James Cameron's that dude. So I think we got to give it a B. Anything lower will be disrespectful to me.
No, like I said, B is fair. B is fair.
Asia, can you deal with B?
I will for now.
Okay.
All right, now I know you're gonna have a lot to say on this one.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
S.
A. Oh, S. Oh, I didn't even know we could go higher than that.
Yeah,
S
there's
tier.
a higher tier.
Yeah, Toy Story.
I feel like
Hasn't
they're
really
running
missed.
out of storyline.
But hold on. That's not a fair critique. We're talking about the movies that they've done, not what they could do.
No, they are. They got it. There's another one coming out.
I know, but we don't know. But you can't give it a lower score based on a projection. Like, we're talking about the movies they've done so far, 1 through 4, right?
S tier.
Yes, Jandika.
Yeah, it gotta be S.
He will be back.
Well,
Like a
I
Terminator.
personally think, Toy Story 1 through 3 are all 10s.
Woo.
And even Toy Story 4, I would probably give an 8. But overall,
You hated Forky though.
I didn't mess with Forky. We needed a spork instead.
All right, we're done.
No, I'm out with you. We're taking our
done.
mics off.
Everybody, thank you for tuning
Thank
into the
you.
stream. We hope you had a great one. Go to Anime Ape promo code trap.
I'm right there with you. We did not need no spork. All right.
Wait,
yeah.
so are we in agreement? So Tori, you had some beef.
So far,
are
this
you,
other
are
one I
you, are
agree
you
with.
against the S?
I mean, I'd put it at A instead of S.
What's your critique against Toy Story? I want to hear.
It's just, it's mainly just the storyline. You know,
Which one?
Like how I mean, like, come on now. We know how people are with toys. Do we really think they gonna survive all this? Do we really they the only reason
Tori,
why
your
they
issue-
surviving?
It's
Your
a
issue
damn
with
movie.
the animated movie is that it's not realistic enough, Tori.
No, it's not that. It's
I don't
just
hear the
that what
critique
else
yet.
can they? They were about to fall into the incinerator.
And then the claw
Wait, what's the
saved
critique?
them.
I haven't heard the critique yet. What is the critique?
That's just the storyline, though. It's the storyline.
Tori be hating y'all.
I'm not hating because I love Toy Story.
Hold
I
on.
love the songs. I love all that. But like, it's only.
You say storyline, but I think you just mentioned a plot point, not the story.
What's wrong with the storyline, though?
Yeah, what's-
like
yeah,
so
what's
far?
your
What's the
issue with
issue
the
with the storylines in any of the movies?
I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, how many times can these toys get lost in this? It's just like watching the Rugrats, but they toys. Getting lost in the city and then magically found by the end of the episode. Like, it's killing me right now. And like, I've had toys. Like, I have toys that I've been holding on to for as long as I could.
So
and
you
they
mad
did
that
not-
your toys wasn't going on adventures while you was away?
I'm mad that I don't have them anymore. That's what I'm mad at. They're gone. Never seen again. Like, I had some just disappear. And these, like, they've been only one that fell apart was the penguin when his squeak box fell out. But I don't know, man. I don't
Wait,
know.
so
I don't even
where
know
would you put it then, Tori?
I said I put it in A.
Okay, but we're all saying S. Are we saying S? Joe, do you put S?
I mean, personally, I don't even really care about the franchise like that. But I will say, I feel like the franchise has been consistent enough
Yes.
that I think S is fair for right now.
I do too.
For right now.
Yeah, I think we got to leave it there. Okay.
So far, I'm happy with where that one
Okay.
is at.
What's
I'm
next,
just
Tori?
saying, I had toys that I never took anywhere.
Listen.
And they got destroyed. These dudes is going on cross-country adventures.
That was a
and
whole
they
plot point. Remember?
coming back in pristine
No,
condition.
Woody got messed up. They had to stitch it back together.
Look at all the things they done been through, and you mean to tell me that's the only
Tori,
thing?
it's a fucking cartoon, man.
I guess.
Fading Jack redeemed the One Piece is real for you.
I appreciate that. I
Okay.
feel a little bit better.
All right. So what's next, Tori?
What is it?
TMNT.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
I'm gonna put that in A category,
I'm sure you will.
only because I was here for the originals.
We can't. I'm sorry, Tori. We can't.
What do you mean you can't?
The Michael Bay versions.
I'm not talking about the Michael. I'm talking
No,
about
this is the franchise.
Overall, it's all connected.
how many Michael Bay ones was there?
Two.
Those two, yeah.
Okay, but then we have 3 of the originals.
Third one is not good.
Now,
It was
I think one thing
decent
to
enough.
hold on. One thing to
was decent
determine
enough.
too is because we're talking about movie franchises first.
Yeah.
So just like we can't count Batman the animated series or any of the Bruce Timm and Paul Dini stuff in the Batman category,
Mm-hmm.
we also can't even include like the TMNT shows. Like we're talking movies.
The movies, the original movies.
Okay, so like the first movie, good for its time, you know.
Great.
pretty
Second
good.
movie.
Great.
Second movie.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! What? Come on
All
now.
right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Third movie trash. Not even gonna talk about it.
Where they went into the feudal era?
That was-
Third movie
How could
trash.
you not
even
like
gonna
that?
waste
No,
our time with
that was garbage. It
Which
was
one had Tyler Perry in it?
That
I
was
don't
garbage
know.
too. Okay,
That was one
that
of
was
the
the Michael
James
Bay
Cameron
version.
or the whoever
Okay.
did that.
The TMNT, the CG one.
Now that was heat.
I fucks with that.
That
one.
was heat.
I fucks
The
with that
CGI one.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'd have been nice if they had like more identifiable villains, but for what it was, I think it was great. I like that one. And then there was like the Michael Bay one.
The two.
Yeah, the 2 Michael Bay ones.
Yes.
Does the
So-
TNT with Batman, does that count?
No, it was more like
Animated.
a TV movie,
Okay.
just straight to streaming.
Not really.
But also, there's one more. The Seth Rogen recent TMNT movie.
That one was
Oh.
good.
That one was good too.
Okay.
From what I've heard, I haven't seen it yet.
No, I seen
So,
it. It's
I
on
just-
Paramount.
I want to check it out, but I can't say A because we have a lot of misses in this.
2
category.
misses.
No, more than
No,
2.
there's more than
the
2.
third of
Hey,
the
we
first
put-
one
we
is
put
not.
We put it in B.
I'm okay with B. Oh no, what would you say?
How many of them have you seen, Asia?
I've seen them all except for the new Seth Rogen one.
I've seen the Seth Rogen one, and I like that one.
You haven't seen the originals?
I saw the Tyler Perry one.
Why do you call it the Tyler Perry?
Because for some reason Tyler Perry was in that movie, and I still need answers on to why.
That's
They
just
had-
Why
like
that even happened
that's
in the
just
first
like
place.
seeing Tyler Perry in that movie where he's damn near James Bond. Like I don't see it happening, but it
I just want to
happened.
know. So, but okay, B, if y'all some lax graders, y'all couldn't have been in my class.
No, I mean, look, I think this is fair. Like, okay, so here comes the real question: would you put the TMNT franchise above Avatar?
I would.
This is where it starts to go.
I would.
Well, they're both in B though.
No, they're both in B. But would you put the B
I don't even
of
think it
TMNT
matters
of-
once it gets into the
I don't
category.
think so
It
either.
does
Me, no,
matter.
No,
It
not to
does
me.
matter.
No, B is a B. I'm not
All
doing.
right, hey,
yeah,
look.
that get too complicated.
But we'll watch when one of your favorite franchises be like, hold on, this ain't below so and so. Then I'm just saying we're gonna get
Toy
there.
Story was pretty good. H.
H2O said, wait, hold on. H2O says, okay, so my phone died while you were ranking Toy Story. I don't disagree with the ranking, but I didn't see 4 was that good. It was still good. Personally, didn't care for Forky, but it was still good.
David hated Forky
Because he wasn't a sport.
because he wasn't a sport.
I mean, look, I watched it too. Yeah, I wasn't a fan anyway. But,
All right, what we got next?
all right, we got
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
A tier. Could even be S, but A tier.
I'm putting it in S.
No, because they did that one with Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson that we didn't ask for.
You didn't like it? You didn't like it?
You didn't like it, Tori.
I thought it was cool.
Oh my
I
god.
liked it.
We got to put in A tier.
We got to put in A tier.
We got to put it just for that one. For S tier, it's only for consistent. You got to have bangers
No misses.
nonstop, no misses.
Right.
But A is still good. Men in Black. Listen, what was the one where they went back in time?
Oh, that was the third one.
Men in Black 3 was heat. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm
because
saying.
Luke Cage was the dad in that one.
Yeah. So honestly, it would be S tier if it wasn't for the Tessa Thompson Thor version, whatever.
You know what? I feel like
Yeah.
they was off the hype of Thor Ragnarok, and they're like, "Oh, audiences love us together. We should do another." That's definitely what it was given because we did not need that one.
I thought it was good.
Snapback.
Yeah.
Snapback says A is cool. H2O says Men in Black is unironically my favorite franchise.
Okay.
I even enjoyed International. Okay.
Okay, I was disappointed with International personally.
And then Fading Jack asks, would you guys freak out if anime characters or figures came to life? Yes.
Especially Attack on Titan.
So also Toy
Depends
Story,
on which
but
one it
anime figures.
I wouldn't. I would buy all the ones I like just so it can happen.
But what if
Hey,
it was
look,
a Titan?
if I woke
I
up,
don't buy Titans. I don't
if
like
I
Attack on
woke up
Titan.
in a Frieza action figure called Me a Monkey twice before breakfast, I'm throwing the bitch in the trash. I'm just saying. Get enough of that in the
Remind me of that
America.
movie
I'm
Small
cool.
Soldiers or Indian in the Cupboard.
H2O says MIB has a special place in his heart. I love that.
Okay.
Indeed.
All
All right,
right.
Tori, what's next?
Next we have Ghostbusters.
All right. Never seen them.
I'm putting that in the B
Pretty much the same.
category.
I mean,
I'm putting it-
I'm somewhat familiar with.
Never
I'm
seen
putting it in the B category.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it, but
How
I've
could
never
you have
seen
not
them.
seen Ghostbusters?
I haven't either.
That's crazy. Is it too scary? Is that what it is?
Why is he so rude?
Hold on.
mean,
What about the? I thought
That's
the
a
new
legit
one,
question for y'all, though.
I thought the new one was
Let's be
kind of
real.
bad. Though wasn't the new one?
No,
was
the
kind
new
of
one-
You
trash.
talking about the one where they did girl power? I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
I don't know. I'm talking about the
From
original.
what I have
No,
seen
this
that
is the
one.
franchise. No, you got to
you gotta-
include it.
There's more originals than these reboots.
Okay, so you're putting it in B tier. I'm not mad at B, but what's the chat
What's
say?
the status on the one? Did you
But
see
I
the
can
one
say
with
I
the
have
women?
seen a lot from
What?
Ghostbusters 1.
I didn't finish it. I saw most of it.
I find it problematic that you're counting it as a B, but you don't count the women reboot ones because some of the OG characters showed up in those. I know
I
that
saw
much.
I saw that. I saw, like I said, I saw most of it. I just didn't finish. I forgot what I was
So
doing.
how can you put it at a B if you haven't seen it in its entirety?
I mean, the last 30 or 40 minutes ain't gonna make or
Tori,
break the
drop that
list.
to a C.
It's a
Hold on,
B.
no, no,
Tori,
Because you
drop
wait a
that
minute,
to a C.
no. It's a B because y'all haven't even seen them,
No,
so
no.
I can't
But
even.
hold on.
No, no.
Here's the thing.
Can I try-
And that's the
I've
thing,
seen
you
a lot
haven't
of
seen
the
them
first one. I haven't seen
all.
it all the way
Yeah.
through, but I've seen enough where it's like, okay, I can understand the appeal. And obviously, the first one has an undeniable cultural impact.
Wait, you haven't seen all of them?
That's what I was gonna say too.
No, not all of them.
From what I know about the cultural impact of it and how big of a franchise, I know people now that dress up as Ghostbusters every year.
That's what I'm saying.
so
That's why I
say
put it in the B
is
category.
cool with
They
me.
think they're really out here busting ghosts.
I want a
Bustin' makes them
proton
feel
pack.
good.
Like I want a proton pack. You can even go to the soundtrack. You got Bobby Brown on it. Like he even made an appearance in it. Star Wars. I'll put that in. That's got to be E.
I'd say upper A tier.
No.
I'd say
No.
B.
Damn. B?
I put it in A only because aside from the way they did characters, you know, the way they did John Boyega should put him in the B category. But you count all the other ones, it's more wins than losses.
Not recently.
Well, let's
last-
hold
They
on.
got 2
Hold on.
losses, the ones that they had Ray in. Those 2.
I thought those were like 3.
Those 3 movies.
Yeah,
But here's
those-
the thing. When you look at the franchise as a whole, the original trilogy, fantastic. Maybe minus the Ewoks, great, undisputed. Especially Empire Strikes Back. Then you get to the prequel trilogy. Has some missteps, but when you actually break it down, there's some actual shit going on, some substance, some heart and soul.
I'm gonna chime in after.
Some visual effects that are, of course, great. You know, of
Do you
course,
count The
that's something.
Mandalorian?
That's a TV show.
Yeah, it's different. Then you get to the sequel trilogy. Best to just X out that one. That's fine. And then the different spin-offs. So I would say, on the whole, there's technically more misses than hits.
So that's B.
But yeah, I think that's fair. But I don't think
B is cool. And Joe, I'll say
either
this.
a high B or a low A.
I thought when it comes to the sequel franchise, here's what I see. Now, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but here's what I see what y'all do, Star Wars fans.
What's that?
Y'all hated on the prequel series with Jar Jar
No,
Binks.
they hated Jar Jar Binks.
No, but
No.
not
Like-
just that, other stuff too. So
No, there's clearly, like I said,
Yeah.
there's very clearly other missteps.
But I feel like
obviously
but
Jar
here's what
Jar
I see,
Binks.
though. I feel like now people look back at those and say, you know what, they weren't that bad. But at the time, y'all were saying they were terrible.
But that's how sometimes movies just age
I know.
well.
But I feel like this is nostalgia.
No. This goes no. If it was nostalgia, I would have thought that they were absolutely goated or whatever since I was a kid. Like, you know, of course I liked the movies when I was a kid, but you know, then you can see the flaws and you can appreciate the
Because
good.
you can't really count it like that because there's movies they did bad in the box office, but they're household classics.
That's true. But okay.
Well, that's a cult
look,
classic.
we're putting it next to the Batman movies and then Men in Black. When I feel like honestly, like when you put Star Wars, half the movies are not good. You would just name the okay. Star Wars fans hate the new movies, and then the second the prequel series with Jar Jar is very mixed. So it's like half the franchise is not even loved by the fans.
But at the same time, like even though like the prequel trilogy is still somewhat of a mixed bag depending on where you fall, you can still watch those first 6 movies and you can still walk away and enjoy like the overarching story. Like I said, there's some stupid stuff you have to accept, like you're watching the origin of Darth Vader, and when it comes down to the actual Order 66, and while all these other Jedis are getting killed by the clone army,
People love hating.
his greatest accomplishment was killing younglings.
Yeah.
Pretty whack.
Let's
But
check
aside
the
from
chat
that,
for a
yeah.
second. So Snapback says S tier. Fading Jack, I love the scary movies. Tori, take off the chef's coat. He's cooking.
You said what now?
They said you cooking.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And then let's see. David, first class ticket to the deepest parts of the Shadow Realms. Damn.
You
What
could
else?
fuck
Any other
them
comments?
kids.
Let me see.
Snapbacks.
Rogue One was way too fire to just be passed off as a spinoff. That was the only strong. That was the only strong feeling I have about Star Wars.
I mean, hey, like I said, I think some of the spin-offs, and granted I haven't seen all of them, like I think Rogue One had its moments. Definitely that Darth Vader hallway fight scene moment, cold as shit. But then you had like the Han Solo movie, I think was a mixed bag for a lot of people. You know, it depends.
I liked it.
Okay, if we include the chat's thoughts on here, then yeah, it'll be A tier because a lot of
All right,
people are saying
snapback.
S.
You just straight you just straight up hate these younglings, man. Hey, look, they were just kids, bro.
Nah, that scene was wild. They thought they was about to get saved. That man.
Master
They say-
Skywalker, we're scared. What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
Yes.
that man killed him at Spawn. Spawn killing.
Man, all
What
right.
we got here? The Matrix.
Matrix. All right. This is gonna be an interesting.
Will Smith was supposed to be Neo, and I think he's working on a project.
Well,
for
too
the
bad
Matrix.
he wasn't. But anyway.
No, it's not Victoria.
Hmm?
He is supposed to be doing something with them.
Yeah, he's supposed to be doing something with the Matrix.
All right, going down the list. First Matrix,
Heat,
pretty heat.
Iconic.
Second one,
heat.
not bad at all. There's some actual stuff going on there too.
Double heat.
Third one was
No.
a little bit of a mess.
I enjoyed it.
No.
Yeah.
Don't forget the most recent one.
Fourth.
I did not hate it. I actually watched it when I got my hair braided a
I
couple
haven't
times
seen it.
back.
I didn't bother.
But I heard it
watching
was,
saw
according
it.
to fans,
It
and
was
stuff,
it was full,
trash.
it was pretty much. I mean, the latest one they did was pretty much just a. It was a nostalgia
grab.
rerun,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay,
Like,
but also, okay, what about other things like cultural impact? I mean, even the visual
Yeah.
effects. I mean, we ain't never seen the whole spin around camera move ever. I mean,
no, I
don't
like I
know.
feel like it belongs in the A category.
no, I can't. I'm okay with B.
B, you got to look at it. You got to look at it this way. Culture wise, do you know how many shows, movies, etc., whatever has mimicked and copied the
Of course,
Matrix?
You're right. You're right.
Of course, yeah.
All right,
Like
I'm okay with A. You
that left a big impact on everybody. Like everybody was doing Matrix inspired
You're right.
everything.
No, I forgot because you know what? I remember when the Matrix
that
came
little
out.
that little jump thing
Yeah.
that she did and pause the kick. They did that in the X-Men.
No, you're right. And I will say, after the Matrix came out, every movie and game was doing crazy slow
Yeah.
motion. So you're
Bullet
right.
time, yeah.
I'm okay with A tier just because the significance of it. So you're right. All right.
Here's a funny thing about the Matrix. The Matrix was in part inspired by one of my favorite comic series from my favorite all-time writer of anything ever, Grant Morrison, my Lord and Savior, The Invisibles. Great read. It's a very dense read, but it's part of the appeal. And initially in the 90s, he was kind of mad because like, wow, these guys kind of ripped off my ideas. But then he stepped back and he's like, you know what? It's okay. He's introducing these ideas that I talked about to mainstream audiences. That's cool. And then by the time he got to the next two movies, he's like, yeah, you guys should have just kept ripping off my ideas. But, you know, funny story.
Snapback says, talk to the people, Joe.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
it's what I do, man.
All right. Y'all convinced me. What's next?
All right. What else
We
we got?
have Austin Powers.
All right.
They were all good except for the one with Beyonce.
You know what? To be honest, that's just the one. I didn't. Even though Beyonce was in it, I didn't even mess with it. I think this is such imbecile buffoonery.
Damn.
I could not deal with Austin Powers.
I mean, there was only the 3 movies total, right? I didn't miss a reboot or some
I
shit.
think it's 3.
Okay, cool.
to me, it was dumb
It
as
was just-
hell.
they were just
it was
doing-
not funny to me whatsoever. D.
It was just because like the other ones, they had the passing jokes and whatnot, but then they was just like, hey, we're obviously joking. Like they had those obvious.
I was straight face gang all movies.
There was a really good analysis from the Nostalgia Critic. Shout out to the Nostalgia Critic and Channel Awesome and all them. That he makes about like Michael Myers' style of comedy in like all of his movies. Like he was talking about the Love Guru.
That's
and it
what
was the
killed
same
his career.
But that's the thing. It was the same style of comedy, but it just didn't land there the way it did in the Austin Powers movies. The thing about like Mike Myers and the Austin Powers films is he'll say something that isn't funny sometimes, but you'll acknowledge that it's not funny, and that's what makes it funny. But it gets to the point where after a while you're just like, that's not funny. But like I said, I feel like it worked in a way in like, you know, the Austin Powers movies. And even there were some just legitimately funny parts. Like the part where he was beating up like Basil's mom. It's like, that's not your mother, it's a man, baby. And was like ripping at her hair.
You just made me cringe.
Okay, look.
So C tier.
From the delivery
D.
to the scenario, and even some of like, it was like a different time of comedy. And you know what? I think in some ways, also, some of those movies still hold up. So I would say, I'm not going to say they're the greatest, even though you could argue that the series is probably more consistent in what it was going for than, like, say, a Batman franchise. I definitely wouldn't have put it above that. So I believe, like,
C.
I think C is fair.
C. We're putting this on the.
We'll give it a C.
I'm okay with C because I'm not a big fan, but I gotta say, like, as far as like cultural significance and things like that, like
Like,
I
those
still,
movies were a big
I still remember, like, was it Mini Me and Fat Bastard and all that stuff? Like, yeah, I mean, those were, and then not just that, even the jokes, the phrases. Remember, that was 3 years straight where everybody was quoting Austin Powers.
I
I
was one of
remember
them,
that.
yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I think
Why you
because
call
of
me
that,
out like that? I'm kidding.
I'll give it C. Okay, what's
What
next?
is that? What is it? Save the
what
Last
is that,
Dance?
Twilight?
No, that's 50 Shades of Grey.
Step up.
50
Wait,
Shades
oh,
of Grey.
okay.
Why'd you do that? We didn't even get to discuss.
We don't need to. I mean,
Why? What's your beef with 50
Yeah, hold on,
Shades of
break it
Grey?
down, yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
what you don't like about it?
It wasn't that great.
I mean,
And why not?
Which one?
What's wrong with it?
What do you mean? Which one?
What's wrong with it?
It was just wasn't great.
What's wrong with it?
Are you a fan agent?
I want to hear actual words.
All it is like, hey, you feeling horny? You want to watch this or read this?
No, what
Here
is
it
it? No, it's not just that because there's an actual story to it. What's wrong with the story to the movie? I'm truly curious.
It just didn't do anything for me. It didn't do anything for me.
Okay, so
But you're also not the target demo. For the demo,
Okay, what did it do for you then?
I didn't say it did anything for me. I thought the books were very poorly written. I thought the movie was terribly casted. And I mean, honestly, I didn't even get through the fourth one. But I'm just curious because from a male's perspective, I know how women feel about this. I want to hear how men feel about
I
this.
just wasn't feeling it. I mean, I feel like they were just putting it on a little too heavy. I was like, this is just too much. It was too much.
I think probably the thing
It was like watching a porno, but
that's the thing.
not
It was
a porno.
very. But that's the thing. They like didn't even do explicit sex scenes like the way they were
did you
represented
actually
in the
see
book.
any of them?
The books.
No, have you seen the movie?
First one.
Okay, that's one I saw too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Asia, what would you're a little more familiar.
I mean, I read the books. It was, and honestly, the reason why I don't respect them is because the books were initially Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You see it in the movie. Probably D. But I just want to know why we put it there.
I have
for
a
discussion.
question.
Yeah, we didn't even discuss that. You
Yeah, that's what I said. Hold on.
I knew exactly where it needed to go.
Okay, well, here's my question. Asia, are you relatively familiar with the franchise?
Oh yeah, I read the books
Okay.
and I watched the movies. Yeah.
Okay, so you are the resident expert
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Okay,
And
so
in terms of erotic fiction, I've read better.
okay. Now, in terms of the erotic fiction genre, or even just appealing to like the female demographic in a number of different franchises, do you notice a trend of like trying to glorify toxic relationships?
Oh, that was very much like the whole like draw to it. It's like he's a billionaire.
I'm not
who
a
treats women.
fan of the toxic behavior.
I mean, he was a billionaire who likes to do what he does to women, and he had his
Dominate.
rules,
He
and
likes
he was very controlling.
Yeah.
But if the dude wasn't a billionaire and lived down the street, he'd be a fuckboy.
He'd be considered a creep. Like,
He'd be
He'd
an
be a
Andrew Tate stain.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a thing, like the whole idea of women being dominated. But I think it was just also another poorly representation of the BDSM community. Not saying that I'm a part of it. I'm
Right.
very familiar with what they got to do to make it do.
because not all people in that community are like that.
Well, 'cause
Yeah.
They
obviously
pretty much
there has to be some
took all the
degree of
worst aspects and gave it to one person and then multiplied those aspects on. They multiplied the worst aspects and gave it to one character, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
snapback. That's what I'm saying. Is like
It was weird, yeah.
yeah,
So-
between that and even to some extent, Twilight and some of the shit
Yeah.
in that.
No.
Even like the whole Margot Robbie and Jared Leto, Harley Quinn Joker relationship that they
Oh,
tried
so
to
glamorized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe me, and not even just on the part of the film, but on the part of the fans and how they responded to it, and like that was like the summer of Harley Quinn cosplays throughout
Oh, yeah.
every convention ever. Interesting, but just an
no,
observation.
honestly, it came and went. It was hyped for a good year.
Mm-hmm.
The books and the movies were hyped for a good year, and now it's just gone.
Yeah.
I will say this: Danny Elfman put his foot in that musical score.
Oh, he did?
Shout out to The Weeknd and Beyonce for their musical contributions.
No, I love
Those
The
songs-
Weeknd. His song.
Yeah, Earned It was phenomenal. And then Beyonce's rendition of Crazy in Love, also really hauntingly beautiful. So they did their thing with the music, but D is where we should put it. Next one.
Okay.
Frozen.
Next. Frozen.
Yes, because that movie is back that ass up for kids.
Is what?
No, Let It Go is back that ass up for kids. And I'm telling you this why. Because as soon as they hear Let It Go, they are immediately running to the dance floor screaming they lungs out.
I don't know about the
Versus when
dance
I
floor.
hear,
I do
I-
have
okay,
a
they
little.
run into the playground. They run into the circle time. Wherever they run into, they go in and they belt and Let
I
It
do
Go.
have a little cousin who will perform "Let It Go."
Period.
In start to
It's
finish.
B.
Yes.
I was gonna say B.
Yeah, and I apologize. Maybe Back That Ass Up was not the right song, but that's the only thing I can compare it
Can
to.
I clip that, please?
Fine, do it.
I would even say, I mean, we might have to talk about A tier.
No, I
I
mean,
mean, they're known for quality. I think
It's goated.
Box office wise, I mean,
I mean, you put Frozen over Avatar.
oh,
yeah,
100%.
Put it over TMNT.
I apologize. I'm supposed to be a soft girl. Of course.
Asia's
it's definitely
2025.
there.
Ain't nothing soft about this.
I really wanted it in the A category.
No, it's definitely
If we're
in the
being
A
honest-
Does
category.
it belong up here with these movies?
No, Tori, honestly, it does belong in the S tier, but y'all
Probably.
don't want to have that conversation.
it's A tier.
But we'll put it in the A tier.
Everyone is quality. I mean, they get good reviews. They have crazy box office numbers. The songs, again,
songs.
like Joe said, the cultural
The
significance.
only song that I heard people like from Frozen is "Let It Go."
And do you want to build a snowman, ho?
That one, yeah, but that's from the first one.
Still,
They have multiple movies.
Those are two bangers.
What
though.
songs are people singing from the second one?
Still, if you're an artist and you got albums, but you can still eat off of one song, then sure, do it.
Listen, I took me and
If
David.
you've got a dope ass catalog,
I mean,
like
that's literally
Dangerous,
Mariah Carey
Blood
every
on
year
the
around
Dance
Christmas
Floor,
time.
whatever. But if people still want to hear you perform Billie Jean like 20, 50 years after the song, so what? A win is a win.
Me and David took my little cousins to Disney on Ice. Moana came out. They were silent. Ariel the Mermaid came out. Silent. Frozen came out. The entire stadium erupted. Okay? I'm telling you, Frozen has them kids in a chokehold.
The song's just all right.
Elsa, she run them kids. All right, what's next?
Terminator.
A.
Yes.
The Terminator movie. Listen, it just no.
No, say your
I'm
piece.
about to say. I'm talking about the storyline.
What you got?
Like literally, man went back in time to save his. Wait a minute.
His basically his future baby mama. Yeah.
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 No.
Wait, you talking about Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese?
No. So yeah. So he pretty much went back in time so he could give birth to his son that
Sent him back in time.
that
yeah.
saves him
Yes.
when he's a kid. It just fucks up my head. Like, wait a minute, I'm going back in time to get this woman pregnant, just so her son can save me, or can become the leader and save me, so I could go back in time and give birth to him. Like, what? What are we doing right
And
now?
then, not only that, but to follow that up with one of the great, fuck that. What? Easily a contender for greatest action movie of all time, Terminator 2, where you subvert the expectation after you had Arnold Schwarzenegger as the villain Terminator, legitimately scary, and then you have him turn around and be the good guy, but then you have another Terminator who's like twice as scary as that one and 10 times as powerful.
And then even
you
the way they did the Terminator,
and they made Sarah Connor a complete badass. It was woke before woke was even a thing, and it worked.
But then even with the Terminator, they say, oh, we sent the robot Terminator. Okay, that didn't work. So next time we're gonna send the liquid Terminator.
Oh,
okay.
that was my
So
favorite
then
one.
we're gonna send a robot liquid Terminator.
Yep.
And I'm like, what are y'all really doing? Because y'all not doing a good job at preventing these things from happening. Like every time y'all fix it, it just becomes worse.
I did enjoy
I'm
Terminator
with that
3.
back. Liquid Metal Terminator was goated.
Yes.
That was the best
Yes.
Terminator.
To all
I
12,
was rooting for him.
To all 12 Mortal Kombat fans that are still playing MK1, there you go. But anyway,
And he's in 11 as well. They got Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator.
I know.
I'm
Look,
making 11.
that's the only thing keeping the franchise alive at this point. But anyways,
I'm cool with putting it in the A or B tier.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
I put it up there with 007.
Okay.
Yeah. Because people didn't really like.
I didn't like the recent ones that much.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, though, like I said, like those hits, when those ones hit, they hit, and even like Terminator 3 and Terminator Salvation, I didn't think were too bad. Steady decline, and then you hit some pitfalls depending on where you fall. But like I said, Terminator 2 alone is like Back to the Future 1.
That's the only one I
level
really
in terms
really
of
like.
films is
Terminator 2.
I have a really quick fun fact about the Terminator movies
Go
that
for
I
it.
want to say. So, fun fact, and I saw this in the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary. Fun fact, James Cameron actually considered O.J. Simpson for the role of the Terminator, but decided not to give it to him because he could not see him as a killer.
Oh my goodness!
I remember.
That is so
And I know
crazy.
Sarah Connor, she was dating.
I bet he was surprised.
She was dating the
What?
director. at the time
OJ?
when it came out.
What?
Sarah Connor, she was dating the director at the time, or they were married, one of the two.
That sounds right.
It
James
happens.
Cameron.
Yeah, they were married.
What
at the
is he a
time.
player like that? He got
Yeah, he had
got
Harry
the Terminator
Potter.
hose up?
Don't get choked. I'm sorry. Please.
I thought you were in your soft girl era. What happened?
Can we reconsider where we're putting Harry Potter, please?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad.
Tori, don't piss me off.
All right. In your opinion, what level of consistency
Yeah.
do you feel like?
Okay. Books,
What-
10 out of 10. but I know we're only focused on movie franchises. I will say this. First 2 movies directed by Chris Columbus, beautifully done.
Is that his real name?
Chris Columbus.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, he's directed Mrs. Doubtfire. He's goated.
Okay.
He's goated.
Oh, look, all I'm saying is, either that's a stage name, he was trying to be clever, or his mama was just on a history kick and was like, you know what? I'm sure he's going to get lit up in history classes for the next, 12 years.
Could have been. Could have been. So the first 2 done very beautifully, almost just like the book. Third movie took a little bit of a darker turn. Alfonso Cuarón, I think was his name. It's different as it was from the first 2. Still really enjoyed it. Fourth movie, goated. My only issues was the 5th and 6th Harry Potter movies.
What about
Fifth movie? Actually, you know what? 6th Harry Potter movie.
What about
Sixth Harry Potter
the
movie was
character
ass.
changes?
The necessary character changes, which is when Richard Harris passed away, so we did have to get a new.
What about
Dumbledore.
the other girl that they switched out? She started out black girl, and then the next movie she wasn't.
Lavender Brown's race was never ever determined in the books. I do have to disagree that that's one of the things of taking a black character and turning her white. That's just one, I just don't agree with that. She was never black in the books. They cast her as black in the movies because they didn't know she was going to be a relevant character. And then they did that with a lot of characters, actually, just casted anybody and then never used them again. It's just part of the thing. But I would say this. 6th Harry Potter movie was not the best, but it does not take away from the fact that these movies were massive, that people were at midnight premieres every summer. S tier.
So S?
S tier.
I can see
Ken Pachi,
B, maybe.
what you mean you can't
right,
focus?
Right,
What's going
right
on?
in between here.
Nah, I would have to say up there next to Toy Story.
I'll say A tier for sure. We got to be honest, like that
I think
franchise.
high A
that,
tier.
because I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think that's
A tier is very fair. I think because of that franchise's success. I know the books were
Because
popular,
then
but
you
the
have
movie-
those other ones, the wonderful whatever beasts or whatever that they got. Those
That is not the Harry Potter franchise. That is the
It's not-
Fantastic Beasts franchise. Those are 2 different franchises. I promise you.
So yeah, when it comes to
You
Harry
don't
Potter
claim them.
franchise, like
I don't claim them.
Why you getting ready to square up? Hope
I'm just
this
saying, those are
Fantastic
2 different franchises. Don't put Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter in the same
And
sentence.
they the same world. Ain't they the same world?
Those are 2
though?
different franchises. Because I don't know why she did that.
Ah,
I still
that's
don't know why
that's
she
the
did that.
same thing.
Different franchises.
Ah,
I will accept A tier because I do have issues with the consistency of the movies. However, yeah, I'll accept A.
But I wouldn't be mad.
Books will be S tier,
But I'll
though.
say this, Asia, I wouldn't be mad at S if we're including like cultural significance as well. I mean, there are people, adults today, that still go crazy for Harry Potter.
I'm
So there's
tatted.
a
I'm tatted.
I mean, to be fair, that could apply to like anything in the A
Okay.
tier as well.
Snapback said that was the shortest lived soft girl era ever. And I would
I know, right?
I would like a chance to redeem myself.
It's too late.
Also-
I will be starting over.
Also, H. Drew O, thank you for doing the research. Christopher Joseph Columbus was his name.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
So we're okay with A tier.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with
Okay.
A tier.
I think where its place is perfect.
All right. What's next story?
Hunger Games. I saw the first one.
I've never seen any of them.
I read the books and I saw all the movies.
I saw the first, I think, 2 movies.
You did? Kids killing children? You could handle that?
I didn't really. I don't really care for the concept, honestly.
Okay.
But go ahead, Asia. Where do you rank it?
I would probably put Hunger Games B or C. Personally, the movies. I mean,
I think that's fair.
yeah.
Damn, see?
I'll say C. I'll say why I think C. I think C because it doesn't feel. I don't know. It doesn't feel like they really left a lasting impact.
That's what I was gonna
like
say.
we look back, they were popular, but when nobody really talks about it. They
No.
even tried to do a sequel recently, and it felt like it fell flat. Like, was there
did.
any good press? Was it well received? Like,
I the people that I know who went and saw who were massive Hunger Games fans were very disappointed. I think I agree with you there. When Hunger Games was out, it was the hype, but since it's ended, nobody talks about it anymore. And I think that's what makes it C tier because we still talk about Harry Potter. We still talk about Austin Powers for some reason. We don't talk about
I mean, we don't
Hunger
talk
Games.
about him that much, but yeah.
Now, I will say, I just did a quick Google search. It does say that the most recent one that came out in 2023 has almost a 90% Rotten Tomatoes for fans.
Okay.
So maybe it's not as bad as we thought, but I just feel like I just don't hear a lot about it myself.
It's not talked about a lot.
So I'm a little ignorant here, I'll say, when it comes to Hunger Games. Personally, I'm okay with C, but let's see what the chat says. What's the chat say about it?
I mean, see some B's.
Fair, had no traction. Let's keep it at C for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll move it later. Sonic.
Personally, I'll say Sonic.
I put it in an A category.
I'm gonna say A, and I would maybe even argue S.
I
I don't think it has as much longevity as like, some established franchises in film. So I would probably keep it out of the S category.
Okay.
And if you're talking about Sonic's cultural relevance overall, then you
No,
almost
it's
got
just-
to
it's just Sonic
then you almost
movies.
got to factor in the
Sonic 1,
games,
2,
and
and
that's been
3.
very hit or miss. But
So-
yeah, I think A tier is fair.
A's fair. A's fair.
Yeah.
I think all 3 Sonic movies are really good. They have not missed yet. Jim Carrey is great in all of them. Idris Elba is amazing as Knuckles. Listen. Also, I give them extra credit for actually listening to fans and going back and fixing the CGI.
And then it worked. And then the movie
Bullying
worked.
works.
It's
We
fine. Yeah.
forgot that there was an original version that was trash, but they went back and fixed it. So
That's because y'all bullied the art director.
Bullying works, kids.
I agree with Snap.
No,
A with S potential down the line.
Totally fair.
okay,
Totally
yeah.
fair.
If they go 4 for 4, we got to talk about S tier.
We can do that after
Okay.
they do.
Still haven't seen them though. Yeah.
Let them hit us with the Wendy's 4 for 4 and we'll discuss.
The Wendy's 4 for 4. All right, here comes another big one. Shrek.
A. It could be S, but the last 2 movies were not good. But Shrek is one of the few movies that I say that the second movie was better than the first.
I agree.
Shrek 2 was
Shrek 2 is great.
Was that the one
So
where they
good.
introduced like the fairy godmother?
yes,
Okay.
and the parents.
Okay.
Yeah, so A for sure.
Okay, but how many Shreks did they make? 5?
They made 4 and now they're coming out with a 5th. The last
Damn,
2
another
were
one?
weak.
Okay. Yeah, but those movies were big though too. you
They
know?
were.
And you gotta,
But I
yeah,
do think that it
But the
it
4th
sort
one
of
was
to
not positively received. Neither
did.
was the 3rd.
it did decline, but the
Yeah.
first 2 are really
Oh, yeah.
The Indiana Jones.
I only like the one with Shia LaBeouf.
That's
Unpopular
like it?
opinion.
wait.
That's the
Crystal
only.
Skull?
That's the best Indiana Jones movie. The one with Shia LaBeouf.
Not even Temple of Doom?
I know.
Kalima?
I know. And I know that is an unpopular opinion that's going to get me cussed out, but that is my favorite Indiana Jones movie. And I said what I said.
For me, it's Temple of Doom. I love that one.
I think Asia, that one's known as like the worst one.
And that's what I heard. But that's like my first introduction to Indiana Jones. I'm like, this is heat.
Nuking the fridge, all that.
Didn't appeal to me.
Oh, wait a second. H. Giroux did ask, "Are we including Puss in Boots?"
Woo,
Puss
we
in
count
Boots
Puss in
is a part of
Boots?
the Shrek franchise, and Puss in Boots
Man.
is actually really good. Like, honest, I'm not even joking. Like,
Wait, now, how many Puss in Boots movies were there? Because did the one we see, was that Puss in Boots number 2 or was that 1?
you know, I don't know. What was the one that we saw that was dang near an anime?
The one that we saw that was an anime, that one was.
Yeah, it's very anime inspired.
Okay, there are
Right.
2. I think we like the second
Okay,
one.
what's the most recent one? Whatever that one is really good. So
I know
Yeah.
they're working on another one.
I'm okay with that because the Puss in Boots movies are good. So,
Okay, H2O says the good one is the most recent one.
okay, got it.
Okay.
So where's
Yeah.
Indiana Jones rank?
I put it A.
Ah.
It's a classic, just like Star Wars.
It is a classic like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Isn't that Steven Spielberg?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stevie.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Did we talk about that one already?
I'm cool with that.
We didn't
being-
rank it, but we
Oh,
talked
okay,
about it.
okay.
I'm cool with that B tier.
I think that's probably
But
fair too.
I would say it launched a massive like response from Disney. There's rides and all that other stuff.
Of course.
Johnny Depp did he did his thing in that movie. Maybe I'm being harsh on it because I think it's impact.
Did we put Spider-Man on the list? Did we forget about Spider-Man?
Yes, we did.
I guess we did. Well,
It's
we have
so
the,
many
We
movies.
have the Marvel
Yeah.
Cinematic
Too many, but
Universe on here,
Yeah,
right?
Spider-Man specifically is not here. Yeah.
I know that would have given us plenty to talk about, but either way. All right, John Wick.
S
I've only seen the first one.
tier. All four are great. All 4
David,
are
do
so
you
great.
concur?
I've seen all of them. John Wick hasn't missed. Honestly, I think John Wick
Okay,
is.
I'm gonna move this up on the list because I'm ready.
If we're being honest, I mean, I'd say John Wick is like one of the best just action movies, just period. The things that they do in there, the choreography, the cinematography. I mean, there's some shots in there that I still remember to this day. They had a shot where literally they had a bird's eye view from a building where it looks like you're watching like an over-the-top game.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's one take. I mean, they have so many moments. The one with Halle Berry is cool. Like, I mean, they've not missed. I don't know about the show, but this is just movies. So movie-wise, yes.
S.
John Wick is S tier. They've
Thank
never
you.
missed great action movies.
H. Drew says, hold up. Y'all got Ice Age but forgot Spider-Man. Look, we're sorry, all right?
There's so many franchises to include. We'll do another one and make sure Spider-Man's on there.
Believe me, we'll do Spider-Man justice.
Well, it was also, here's part of why. It was difficult because we were like, okay, Spider-Man, I mean, is it a part of the MCU?
Right.
Is it this? The franchise is a little bit messy. It's Fox. It's Tobey
Fox,
Maguire.
Disney, all that, yeah.
So it's a little hard to quantify. But
I mean, but wouldn't Spider-Man be in Marvel franchise?
now,
But like I said, Spider-Man has had like its own franchise on top of it.
Before the
Just
MCU.
just like Batman and technically Superman. Yeah, Batman and Superman have had their own franchises outside of the DCEU, the DCU, all that stuff. So it is different.
yeah.
Same thing with the X-Men as well.
Okay. What's next, Tori?
Next he
That's the Mummy.
yeah, he bumped up the Mummy franchise.
Whew.
Personally, I only really like the first two.
That's me.
Listen, since it's Brendan Fraser, and I got to put this up here.
Hold on, wait.
Because they got Tom Cruise one that was okay.
Don't get me wrong.
trash.
The Mummy one,
B tier for me.
phenomenal. Mummy Returns, another one of the movies where the second one is almost better than the first. Moon. I was 9 years old. I saw her. I'm like, I think I like girls.
Question.
She was my sexual awakening. Moon was a bad bitch.
Oh no, not her. Honestly, her and
and
British
Rachel
lady.
Weisz.
Yeah.
Woo! Both of them.
Both of them at the same time. So
Come on.
okay, question now: did the Mummy Returns? Was that where they had the terrible CGI rock, or was that?
Yes, that was the plastic.
Okay.
They made him look
All
so
right.
plastic.
Yeah.
Then there was Scorpion King.
And
spinoff.
Still part of the franchise.
Yeah. And then that M. Night Shyamalan.
No. Remember, they did a third movie, but Rachel Weisz wasn't in it.
Yep.
And that was
What
not
about the
good
Tom
either.
Cruise one? I thought that one was trash.
Oh, even worse. So that's
Yeah.
why I
Hold on, but
it's
Tori
2
said
out
it
of
was okay
5.
though. Tori said it wasn't bad.
It was okay. It was good. I enjoyed it.
I mean, at that
2 out of
point,
5 only.
basically 1.5 for that bad CGI alone.
I can
so
understand that.
The Rock CGI was just bad. But I mean,
I
that's
think
what
we're
they
looking
had.
at
That's what they had at the time.
Well, that's not an excuse because I'm sure we've had some good CGI before then. I would put that as either a high C or a low B.
I would have to say we put it in probably C.
The lowest I'll go is B. lowest I'll go.
Tori,
You better put that below
bad.
TMNT
Lowest I'll
and
go.
go-
It is. Listen,
Tori,
I'm
2
not
out of
putting. I'm not
5.
putting the Ninja Turtles over the Mummy. I like the Mummy more than I like the Avatar.
You
But
speak
just
for
the
yourself.
first 2 movies, though.
One
You
and a
know those
half.
are only good ones.
I watched all of them. I enjoyed.
Did you enjoy the
all
Tom
of
Cruise
Okay,
one?
I have a question.
I just want the
Hold on, I have
chat
a
to know this ranking does not reflect my
This is the
personal
group.
opinion.
Yeah, hold on. I have a question for Tori though.
Uh-huh.
Now we know Tom Cruise. If there's a franchise that's successful,
Yeah.
he will milk it. He brought back Top Gun. He's on his 10th Mission Impossible. If that Tom Cruise Mummy is good, why did they only do one?
No, because everybody wants Brendan Fraser. Everybody wants Brendan
So
Fraser.
they shouldn't have done it
At that
without him
point,
in the
he
first
probably
place.
wasn't
They
gonna
did
come
it
back.
because that man was going through health issues, and they was like, you know what? Everybody wants the franchise to come back. Around that time, Brendan Fraser was like one of the top action stars.
Even if you put Brendan Fraser in that movie, they
it would have
probably
been
still
a different movie if Brendan Fraser was.
But also,
in there.
he's-
Tom Cruise can't do what Brendan Fraser can do.
Okay.
That man, Tom Cruise is 5'2". Casting at him is looking eye to eye, but Tom Cruise wear wedges in his shoes, and he refuses to cast a female cast member that is taller than him. That's in his contract.
I hope this gets clipped.
It's real.
I want this one to go
It's
viral.
real. Just like, wait a minute, give me a second. I'm about to
One
show
Piece
you.
You can't redeem your own things.
Yes, I can.
Put your phone down. You are abusing your power.
So how many movies total are there of the Mummy?
I
5?
think it's like 3.
No.
No.
4.
You
No,
gotta
they
count
did a
Scorpion
third one with
King.
Brendan Fraser. Then they did the Scorpion
Oh, yeah.
King.
So it's 5.
Then they did the
That means
one with
only-
Tom Cruise.
2 out of 5?
5.
2 out of 5 being
They're
One
good?
and a
No,
half.
I'll take 3 out of 5.
And you're
Oh,
saying it's what? Where are you putting it? B?
I'm putting it in the B category.
this is not a reflection of my feelings, chat.
It's in the B category.
Put that
I
in
think
the
it has
C.
to
I'm not. I refuse. Listen, it is not going under the Avatar, and
But it has to.
it can't.
It
It's
has to.
impossible.
Yeah. There's 5 movies, only 2
It needs
were
to go
good.
right there next to the Hunger Games.
It can't be under the Ghostbusters.
Then you better move that
They
down
neck
too.
and neck. They neck and
Then
neck.
move Ghostbusters
Then move that down too.
They neck and neck.
I'm okay with moving Ghostbusters and Mummy down to C if that.
No way. No
We
way
can
you
put
gonna put.
Avatar in C
You ain't gonna put the
too.
Mummy and Austin Powers in the same category.
I will.
That is racist.
The first two are good, but the
Shut your
what?
ass up.
What?
Ain't no way. That is no way you gonna do that.
The first two are good, but the other three are not.
I can't do that, man.
This is personal.
This is complete bias. Give me the mouse.
That is
Nah.
not. That
Give me
is
the mouse.
Tory,
the Mummy.
The
I
first
can't-
one
two
and two
great,
were the only
yes.
good ones.
And he's coming back for another
Tori,
one.
this is franchise. You got to look at it overall.
Wait a minute. No, the Scorpion King wasn't in the same franchise.
Yes.
Wait,
that-
Just
that-
like,
wait.
just
he
like,
pulled the
just
race
like the
card.
Wild Beast ain't.
Fine. Take that one out. It's still 2 out of 4. That's still
Nah.
50%. You still get an F in my class. No.
You take Scorpion King out, then it's 3 out of 4.
No, it's
Wasn't
not,
Scorpion King
Tory.
introduced in a Mummy movie? That's canon.
He
he was
was, but
introduced-
that's
Listen,
a different. It was
I'ma
a
give him
different
that. I'ma let
franchise
him take
after
it out,
that.
But it's still 2 out of 4.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, how bad is the Mummy with what's it called?
Scorpion King?
No.
With Tom Cruise.
Tom
Mummy
Cruise.
Returns?
Ass.
Oh,
That was the
Buns.
It was the that because it had Jet
Booty
Li in it.
cheeks.
It had Jet Li in it. Ain't no way.
Tori, it has
It was buns.
It has a 35% for fans and a 15% for critics on Rotten Tomatoes.
Damn.
On what?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Let me see something real quick.
You're not gonna find good reviews for this movie.
No. I'm about to see something.
He's about to Metacritic review bomb the shit out of this. Try and bump up
What's
the
the chat
numbers.
say? The chat say anything about the Mummy? Anybody seen the Mummy? He pulled the race car. See, Tori, now the
I swear to God, I hope you clip that.
Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I don't.
No. It's your turn, bro.
If you don't
It's your
bump the
turn.
Mummy down, and listen, like I said, C-list, and
Ain't
listen,
you a Mummy fan, by
I'm
the
a
way,
Mummy
Tori?
fan. A Noxunamo was that? That was my
You only
girl.
liked her in the first one.
She was still bad in the second one.
Yes. Put that in the C list. Come on, Tori.
That's C, bro.
It's
That's a
unfortunate
C.
that Tom Cruise brought it down some. It's
Yes,
unfortunate, but it's
blame
the
him.
reality.
Why are you putting it next to Avatar? That's just
What
No,
are
you
you
can't-
doing?
why-
See,
now you messed
now
up the
you
whole
just
list.
fudging up the
Nah,
numbers,
fix
bro.
that.
Look, I'm for real about to take that mouse from you, man.
You gotta put Avatar back in.
why are you putting Avatar?
No, right where it's at, right there. That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, you say that's cool?
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, Avatar was in
Avatar
B
is
tier.
B tier.
Okay. Well, yeah. Put that back up.
All right. Next, what's the next movie? Who got my blood pressure up? Jumanji. Okay.
I like the
Hey.
first one.
A.
Hold on, how many are there? There's
It's
Counting the
4.
ones with Kevin Hart and The Rock
wait,
too,
hold
right?
on, wait. There's 4.
Wait a minute.
How many damn Jumanji movies were there?
Wait a minute. No, it's 3.
First,
Yeah, there's didn't they do?
where are
2?
you putting this?
There's 3 with there's 2 with Kevin Hart, and they're working on another one,
And then the original.
and then the original.
Okay.
A.
I'll be honest. I know that Kevin Hart and Rock get a lot of shit and everything, but
They're great
but real
together in
talk,
that
I'm
one.
not gonna lie.
They won an award. They won a what's the name for it?
Wait, for this?
For the Jumanji.
Okay.
They won an
And
award.
Joe, I'm being honest. They're actually good movies, and if you check the reviews and stuff, they're actually reviewed very well. People are very excited about the next one.
Okay.
They're actually good. So I'll say Jumanji because of Robin Williams.
Yeah.
That's goated.
He set the
but
tone.
Goated.
They actually kept it going. They're actually decent sequels. So I'll
They
be
are.
honest. I would have okay with A or B for that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Very, very good. I would not count Zathura though, H2O,
For what?
as part of the Jumanji
Wait,
movie.
what's the Thura?
That's the space version of it. It had Kristen Stewart in it.
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
And then hold on, someone says S tier. Was it Snapback says S tier for Jumanji?
You know what? I'm cool with that.
I can't.
Why not?
It wasn't S tier. Like
David, no wait. But they don't miss. The movies are very highly reviewed. It's the one movie. It's the few movies that Kevin Hart and The Rock, their chemistry is bearable. They're really good together in that one. Jack Black
Yeah.
and the blue bitch from Avengers or the Guardians of the Galaxy. What's her name? Nebula.
I don't know.
Nebula, the actress who plays Nebula, she's in it. She's great. Those movies, I could see that as S tier.
Okay, and I'll be honest, looking at Rotten Tomatoes, they both have an 87% for fans. They're not bad. And the first one is goated. That is a 3 for 3.
I mean, if it's only a 3 though.
Huh?
I mean, if it's only a 3.
Only a 3 what? No, I'm saying they're 3
I
for
don't
3
know.
as far as quality.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
each one is.
Yeah, what Snapback said, it was already a hard remake, and they did it. Facts.
And they updated it and made
Oh.
it make sense with video games.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Put that in the
Something
S.
about Kevin Hart and The Rock, but I'll be honest, yes, it is. It might be S tier because they have not missed.
They haven't.
And there's a fourth one coming.
And I can't wait.
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
I never cared about dinosaurs, so y'all.
What?
Y'all tell me.
I'm putting it up here.
Nope. B.
A.
That's a B.
It's got to be A.
That's
They're-
a
they
B.
have people have loved the Chris Pratt ones,
They
and then they love the
Well-
original ones.
they all right for me.
The ones with Jeff Goldblum are classics.
Also, we got to remember too, like that was the first time, to my knowledge, that we had like, dinosaurs in a movie on screen on that level. Like, I know now it's not a big deal, but at the time, that was impactful to see. I mean, they look real. Like, even now, honestly. So
People still quote
I had a
that.
Jurassic
People
Park
still
PC
quote that.
game.
yeah, I'll say it's A tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll settle for A.
I'll
Okay.
accept it. No, because I do realize they're important.
Pinpoint
Okay, now-
says B, and then let's see.
That's like I
That
said. That's
says
where I
A
would put
tier.
it.
I'm gonna
For
go
sure.
ahead and go ahead and throw this one
What
up
the
here.
fuck
We
is
don't
that?
even need to talk about that.
What is
What are you
that?
doing? How?
You know what, Tori? You don't get the
Go
mouse
back.
next
Hold on.
time.
Go back up. Hold on. Wait.
No,
Okay.
he
hold
took
on.
the Bad
Bro,
Boys
hold on,
up
Tori,
to
wait.
S
I need you to explain it. Break it down. Go through
Bad
the franchises.
Boys. Listen,
Start with the
first
one.
Bad Boys. First of all, Bad Boys. It was Martin Lawrence, and Martin Lawrence had his cousin told. I think his cousin told him about Will Smith. He's like, you got to get him in here. So then they got Will Smith on the first one. First one killed it. Second one was amazing. Third one, it was even great. And these new ones they got, the latest one, fire. Like, I mean, there was no misses. Like, everybody loves all of them. And crazy, this latest Bad Boys came out after Will Smith was canceled for slapping Chris Rock. I don't think he got canceled because it went to theaters, but it went to theaters, right? Yeah, it went to theaters, and like the movie itself, amazing. Like, I haven't heard anything bad about these Bad Boys movies at all. Like, not even a little bit. Fire. Like, if you've seen all of them, you know they fire. I'm like, it's the one action movies franchise that I look forward to seeing. I wish they had more.
Okay. Not comparing it to the other ones on this list, but just comparing it to the genre. In the genre of the buddy cop movies, I will say they have gone 4 for 4. They came back and updated it. I've seen all 4. They are all really funny. I would maybe be okay with A.
But
I struggle
but
putting
none of them missed.
I struggle.
None of them
putting that
missed. And then how many people out here quoting that movie still? Especially the third one. Now they quoting the fourth one. They quote the first one, second one too. Bad Boys, everybody want to do that, not because of the cop show, because of Bad Boys. And then, I mean, come on now.
I don't
Come
hear
on
that
now.
many- I don't hear
Especially
that
the
many
Reggie
people, though.
scene from the third one, people still quoting that.
First off, you as the king of quotes and references, I don't even think I hear you making any Bad Boys quotes or
Half the
whatever.
time, y'all don't know where the quotes came from.
But out of all of those, I've never seen you go Bad Boys. You remember? Like, no, I don't hear. It
I mean,
from you.
I've never been in a situation where I'd be like, you know how to fight, motherfucker, and start jumping at you like, hey, who the fuck is that? I can't say these things.
Tori,
y'all.
I could see a scenario where you would say that around us, and then you'd have to explain what it was, but you've never done it. So
I feel like
Where would you rank it, Joe?
Have you seen all 4 of them?
I haven't, but
Oh, see there we are.
For the
That's
ones,
tier.
the ones you have seen, where do you rank it?
I haven't seen them.
Oh, okay. Asia, where do you rank them?
I'm with Snap. I'll give it an A, and I think that's fair.
A? What? Why not S?
I would say I'm okay with A because here's the thing: they're good, but their movies, they're not like amazing movies on their own, but they're really good buddy cop movies.
Yeah.
But I can't put it next to Toy Story, which is
And
like
John
flawless.
Wick.
Like,
First
these
of
are-
all, Bad Boys is better than Toy Story. Let's just clear the water with that. First of all, you comparing
You said Bad
you're
Boys
comparing
is better
a
than
kids
Toy
movie.
Story.
the writing, in
A
Toy
kid,
Story-
the writing in Bad Boys is better than Toy Story.
Tori, you told a lie.
That is not a lie. What happened? Oh, Andy's gone. Andy's giving us away. Oh no, we in the dumpster. Oh no, this man's trying to sell me. Oh no, look, I found some old toys that used to live with me. What storyline is that? That's literally Goodwill. I want to take man, this is toys from at Goodwill. Like, oh, he donated these toys to this girl. What did she do? She gave them somewhere else. And then where we at now? Oh, we at Goodwill. Guess what we doing next time? Well, they got video games. They don't want to play with toys no more. I mean, what storyline is good for Toy Story? Tell me. Help me help you.
Tori.
I have tears in my eyes.
This is the craziest take.
I
I've
just
I mean, hold
ever
on. Here's
heard.
my thing. And again, speaking from a position of ignorance when it
It's
comes to
lit-
that, but
that's
but the
literally
thing
what
is,
it
like,
is.
No,
when you
there's
talk
no way
about
the writing.
no, but when you talk about Toy Story, there's obviously like a through line of the movies where it's like what happens to your toys when you grow out of them and stuff like that, and obviously you're personifying, giving life to toys, but that's the appeal. So it's like you have to watch, these toys are watching their owner grow up and grow out of them, and there's something there. You can relate to that. You can empathize with that.
Literally, that's what I'm saying. Y'all haven't seen Bad Boys. Y'all haven't seen all four.
I have, and I
You seen all
cannot
four?
say that the
Yes.
writing.
The writing is way better. You got Mike Lowry, the Playboy trust fund kid that was humping on anything out there, that he had the money to where he could do anything he wanted to do, but he chose to be a cop. And you see him evolve into a family man. Then you find reckless Martin Lawrence out here. That he chose to be healthy. He chose to stay with his family. That man wants to survive. Then you see him go through his turmoil. Way better development than toys. It's like, damn, which house am I moving to now?
I have a
What
question.
store am I at now?
I have a question for you. Okay.
Hold up, real quick.
Go ahead, Joe.
Snapback Pat. Mike Lowry ain't never been to infinity and beyond.
Period.
That's crazy.
That's facts.
Tori, I have a question.
What's up?
I'm okay with putting it at S tier for now, but when we upload the clip of you saying that that Bad Boys is better than Toy Story from a story perspective,
writing.
and
Yeah.
you see the comments of people going in on you.
I welcome it all.
Okay,
I want it all.
No, but if that happens, will you then agree and say, you know what, the consensus is, and I'll put it at A?
I'll tell you they don't know what they're talking about.
So there's nothing that can convince you.
Nah.
I'm talking about
Unless you can rewrite this Toy Story storyline, then nah.
What do you want from the Toy Story movies? And you want explosions, action, shootouts?
I want them to be real. What happened to these toys? They got destroyed, and now you had to buy some more. Like, that's what happened.
All right, Tori's not budging on this, so we might have to move on. I don't know.
Let's
We uploading the clip about this one. This one can
No, this
That's
is going up
crazy.
tonight.
Don't upload that. Don't upload.
Oh, what you mean don't upload it?
Huh?
Stand by
Wait,
your
hold on.
words, bro.
Yeah, stand on it. Hold on.
Do it. All
Stand
right,
on
all right.
business, Tori.
Back to the Future.
See, now you're trying to move.
A or
on.
S.
Okay.
Never seen
A or
it.
S.
A.
I think A is fair.
Third one is garbage.
Yeah, I think that's
The Western one?
Trash.
I liked it.
Okay.
all right.
Oh,
MCU.
H2O says I done clipped it already.
H. Drew O. Thank
Yeah,
you. so much.
we're gonna have to time you out. Time you out.
Okay, wait, hold on. What you doing? Wait.
I'm putting Marvel Universe. S tier.
No.
No.
I think
Why not?
I would put
S tier.
it right in between Back to the Future and the Batman films.
It's got to be S tier.
No.
I'll take
Ah,
that.
why not?
Yes.
No.
If we talking about
Wait a minute.
everything-
Wait a minute. Have you seen the audience reactions in these Marvel movies?
Hold on. Well, I want to hear Joe's reasoning, and then we'll respond because I have reasons on why it's S tier.
I mean, obviously, it's like there have been some high hits, but there have also been some low misses too.
There's been
I
more
think that's
highs
just fair.
than lows.
Yeah, when you're talking about like,
I mean, that's the thing. Is like
Yeah.
you could argue the same thing with like the Batman film
I'm
franchise.
sorry,
Like
but
I said,
I'm
I
gonna
would
tell
put
you
it
right
above
now.
there.
There's more people that like Marvel movies than these Jumanji movies. There's no way you're gonna put Jumanji over the Marvel universe. That is asinine.
and a couple of things. So we got to give them extra points for being the first to build a successful cinematic universe. Like, come on, like that was not done before, and we got to be. And we were
Like the last thing we had was Blade before
I mean,
Iron Man
also,
came out.
Box office, cultural significance and impact, and then also
The introduction of all these characters.
and also another thing too, introduction to characters that weren't really that well known. Also, we got to be honest. Remember, Iron Man was not an A-list Marvel character before the MCU. Neither was Black Panther. Neither was Guardians of the Galaxy. So they made general audiences care about characters that we honestly never heard of or that were low on the totem pole. So because of all of
Which
that,
one is your favorite Eternal, David?
yes, that was not good. But we're talking about 20, 30 movies. I mean, that's not easy to make 20 amazing movies in one.
Yeah, I mean, just
franchise.
like in like a lot of these franchises up here, especially like you look at the Shrek movies. Yeah,
First one, goated. Second one, arguably better than the first, and then still steady downward.
Yeah, but I
decline
would
as you
say
go
that
on.
they have. I mean, the quality.
Okay, so I would say, start out pretty mellow, took some high highs.
Started off great. Iron Man 1 is amazing.
It was all right.
No, Joe, that's you saying that.
I'm not going to sit here and say, no. I'm not saying it's like trash. I'm just saying, again, it set the standard for the Marvel origin movie.
Yeah.
Still wasn't better than the Dark Knight trilogy, but it was still good.
That's fair.
Yeah, but then, like I said, obviously, that's the baseline. That's cool.
And then Avengers,
and had some points that dipped down from the low
you're
there. Like,
skipping some
hold
movies,
up, I'm going down the timeline here.
Okay.
Don't mess with the timeline, Barry. You set the baseline with a couple of films like Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, good. Took a dip maybe with First Avenger. Took maybe a bigger dip with Thor.
The first Avengers took
Nigga, can I get through the timeline, please?
Right.
Thank you.
All right.
Avengers 1, kicked it up a notch, et cetera, et cetera.
Did you see Black Panther?
Et cetera, et cetera. Then you get to, like I said, you get to your Black Panthers, you get to your Civil Wars, even though I could barely sit through that way. Then you get to your Infinity War and Endgame, definitely a peak.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best in the genre, I'm sure some people would say.
Mm-hmm.
And then, after that it's a
No,
wave.
I would say peak Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home.
That movie's all right.
We tanked.
No. You got to be honest. No Way Home was top
all
tier.
right.
Yeah,
it was good.
After No Way Home,
it was good.
then it
You
tanked.
got to take yourself out of it.
This
It
is
is
not
known
just
as-
me,
Take
bro.
yourself out of it. It is known as a good. We can check the reviews, the scores, the box office. There's no metric.
The first half of the movie was
There's no
mid to
metric
me.
we can find that says that Spider-Man No Way Home is a bad movie. Like that is known as.
I saw it
I don't know
4
anybody
times.
that said it was a bad
It's
movie.
not. That's
I
what I'm
literally
saying.
saw it
Like,
4
we gotta be
times.
honest. So yeah, I would say it's S tier. It is. Like
I'll take it.
It is. It's like that. No one has successfily done what
Like,
they've
and then
done.
you can go you can watch the audience reactions for most of these
You
movies.
can do that for damn near any movie in this list, bro.
It's
But
crazy that
but
Bad Boys
MCU's
and
done
Marvel on the
things that
same
no
level.
other
but-
franchise has been able to do successfully. Like in the history of movies, nobody has built a connected universe. They get extra credits for that. You know how hard it is to write one movie versus writing 20 movies that are connected together.
And
that
then,
makes
but
sense?
most of the movies, like around the end game and those other ones, they were filming those at the same time.
Exactly. You know how complicated that is?
Same time.
There's a reason why no one's done it successfully. It's not, we got to shout out the GOAT, Kevin Feige. Like that man there, that vision from day one to now. So I'm saying, I think because of all of these things, yes, there are some misses, but it's still S tier overall because of what they've done. It gotta be.
I mean, no, I get the impact, obviously,
Yeah.
but
And also another thing too. Again, we're forgetting that it put characters that we didn't care about on the map.
Care about or didn't know.
I didn't. Both. I never knew much about Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy. In all honesty, even Iron Man. These are characters that were bottom of the barrel or unknown. At one point, Marvel was X-Men and Spider-Man and the Hulk.
if that.
If that. And it put characters on the map. Guardians of the Galaxy, another one. So
But here's one thing, like
S tier.
I like when new characters are introduced. I hate having to watch the same characters over and over. Every time a movie come out, oh, these are the characters we're gonna give you. Like there's way
But the
too
thing
many.
is, I don't think I doubt that you're very consistent on that. Because like I said,
I am
but here's the
consistent
thing.
on that.
I don't think you'll just accept any old character that they introduce
I will
anywhere.
here's the thing. When it comes to superheroes or anything of the like, I like it. I love anything superhero related or comic book related. I don't care what character it is. If it's super anything, any kind of powers or whatever, I'm all for it. If I've already seen this character's origin story or seen this character be on the big screen, that's fine. I've seen it. So let me see somebody else. I don't want to have to see 50 different renditions of the same character when there's more characters to be introduced. Like comic book wise, just like Marvel Rivals. Most of those characters, like, they haven't put that, a lot of them haven't had movies or whatever, like, or watching the Avengers or watching any of the Marvel TV shows or cartoons. There's so many characters they can pick from. Ultimate Alliance, all these other games and stuff. There's too many characters for us to focus on the same handful of characters each time. Because, like, people who don't know about these characters or don't know about the comic books, how are they ever going to find out unless they do the research themselves or see them on the big screen if you don't do that? Like, it was like, well, people want to see this. Well, that's because they don't know about these other characters. And that's what a lot of Kevin Feige and these other directors are doing. Like
Have we
introducing
heard
new
Asia's
characters.
thoughts on where the ranking? I don't think we heard yours yet.
I will accept S tier.
Low S tier.
I just can't understand how it's next in the same tier as Bad Boys, but that's just
No, I'm
Yeah,
with you there.
that's
Bad Boys
low.
is not S tier,
I
but
just that's
Tori
another
ain't
qualm
budging.
for another day.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna let Tori
Ha- ha-
stand on business with that one though.
Bad Boys is not S tier.
Bad Boys is S tier.
Anyway,
Wait till I post this
How
clip.
can you put? Okay, so you put Toy Story as S tier. Why? Because all the movies hit.
Yes.
Did that the same thing with Bad Boys? All the movies hit.
No,
So
And
you
also
can't.
they didn't hit
you
as
can't
hard as
pick-
Toy Story.
But I think
Tori, we
also
grew
not,
up with
not
Toy
also just
Story.
that, but also I think the level of quality where you even started at,
Yeah, the
and to
level.
maintain a consistency
Yes.
from there.
They've maintained consistency with Bad Boys.
I'm talking about the level. Are you talking about like your action movie level of quality versus like your just movie quality
Name
period?
a better buddy cop movie with action.
Rush Hour.
Well, oh yeah, you ain't smoking.
Rush Hour's
shit.
on here.
So you like Rush Hour 3
Hold
more
on,
than you like
hold
Bad
on.
Boys?
We'll get to Rush Hour. Let's save it. But
No,
what
he
is-
just asked. He said, "Name a better cop movie."
Is it
I
better?
did.
Is it better?
1 and 2, goated.
What you think about 3?
Rush Hour 3.
It wasn't good.
I
I
haven't seen it.
I have. It wasn't good.
I do
and,
like the
and Bad
the not
Boys
me
had a
movie
movie
scene.
that wasn't good.
No, they
too.
were all good. They were all good.
What's next? Okay.
All right, now the next one's gonna be this.
What is it? Superman?
No,
No,
that's
just
that's
the
the DCEU.
Yeah,
DCEU. Let's put that in the A.
I'll be fair and say
Can you explain why A? Because you just
Because
jumped.
Tori just moving shit
hold on.
around.
No,
Let's
no,
be
no.
honest.
This
Hold on.
man is just grabbing the mic.
Here's the thing. Y'all know my thoughts on like DC films and stuff like that. I'll be fair, when you talk about as a whole, damn near C tier, sadly. Like I said,
I would be generous and give it a B.
Okay, I'll be cool with
I'll
that.
put it in. I listen. I'm willing. I'm not gonna put it under Shrek.
You have to.
Under. So you saying that the entire DCEU franchise is worse than Frozen?
To clarify.
but the thing is,
Tori,
like,
So you
there
mean
have
to
been-
tell me?
Tori, do you not understand how massive Frozen is?
and how well received it is.
Yes.
These movies are not received as well as the other movies we're talking
Oh.
about.
Y'all dogged out the Flash.
So you mean to tell
Oh
me?
yeah, the Flash is trash.
All
Y'all,
the
y'all dogged out the second Wonder Woman movie, and you're telling me.
No, you're telling me that all the Superman movies, all the Batman.
No, that's different.
No, the DC extended
DCEU.
universe is specifically
Yes.
Man of Steel and going forward
Aquaman.
To the Flash.
to the
BBS.
Flash.
Well, wait a minute.
That's the
wait a minute.
DCEU.
So it's better.
Wonder
it's,
Woman.
It's better than Batman versus
No,
Superman.
here's the thing. Batman v
And-
Superman, Justice League, Man of Steel,
And
goated.
Snyder Cut.
Wonder Woman
They had
1,
to make this Justice League
goated.
movie like 3 different
So
times.
you mean to tell me that that's C?
But that's the thing. Those are some high highs, and I will fight for those highs till my grave. But you cannot deny there have been a lot of low lows. Some of which,
Wait, let's
most
go-
of which is not the fault of some of these directors.
Go through the
but-
loads. Wait, go through them so Tori can hear them.
Okay.
He forgot.
All right. This one's unfortunate, but the theatrical cut of Suicide Squad, not good.
That's 'cause they
Studio
chopped
interfe-
that shit
No,
up.
that's
No
what I'm saying.
excuses. We just
That's-
naming the lows.
But
Go ahead,
from where
John.
we're at right now, sadly, can't take that away from them. Of course, Justice League, we ain't got to talk about that one. Wonder Woman 2,
Woo!
Terrible.
Ass.
even Aquaman 1 and Shazam, I'm not the biggest fan of, but they were solid.
Zam was solid.
They were solid. But were they solid enough to get people to want to go see their sequels? No. Those two movies flopped, rightfully
mean,
so.
I ain't gonna lie. This
the
whole
Flash.
The-
Buns.
Let's not even talk about the Flash.
Wait a
Fuck
minute.
that
Wait a minute.
Buns.
Wait a minute. I'm going like with the Shazam
Sesame
series.
seeded
I feel like
buns.
the
Joker was
Shazam,
just all right to me as well.
the Shazam
But that's
series
separate continuity,
was destined to fail, especially with the second one when The Rock decided that he was not going to be
But
a.
It's not even just about that. The first movie didn't have The Rock either, and it did well enough.
But it was the introduction. It was good. But then everybody saw the first one. Then at the end of the first one, they introduced, who did they introduce? The Justice League.
Well-
So when you see the Justice League, then you're going to be like, okay, then you got the Shazam movie
Hold on,
coming.
but are
So
the
he's
movies
going
good on their own, though? That's what we're saying.
It
You're getting
was good. The first one was
The
good.
first Shazam was actually
all right.
decent. I
The
know that.
second one was around the time where he could have fought The Rock.
Second one wasn't good. I seen it.
But that's what I'm saying. He could have fought The Rock, but The Rock got that
Okay.
no lose
Hold
clause.
on.
and the Birds of
Tori,
Prey movie could have been a
drop
Gotham
that
City
to a
Sirens
name.
movie instead.
No, keep going. Joe just named another one. Birds of Prey. Come on.
Straight trash.
Oh.
Suicide Squad, the first one, garbage. We got to be honest. That's what I'm saying. Generic.
Joker 2 was. Does that
I'll
even
put
count?
it. I'll
That's
put
not-
it in B.
doesn't count.
Technically,
put it in
no,
B.
but
Okay.
No, we can't put it in B. There's more bad movies in the franchise. Listen, the movies that Joe named, I will say are the high points. Man of Steel, The Snyder Cut.
I mean, I put Birds of Prey.
I'll put
Woman.
BVS in there and Wonder
Yeah.
Woman 1.
I
After
put-
that,
I
I'll put
put-
Aquaman 1 in there too.
I put
Yeah.
Birds of Prey in the same category as
got
Madam Web.
That's not good.
Nobody was looking for that.
Wait, Tori, that would be F. Then you're helping us. Yes, that's our
Tori,
whole point.
move that to the C category, please.
You really want that in the C category?
Okay,
I do.
Hold on, Black Adam.
same
hold on,
category.
Black Adam was not great. It was pretty
cool,
generic.
but it was cool though. It was decent.
Listen, you can put it
Flash.
next to the Hunger Games. It was good enough, but it could have been better.
Well, I'll have a question. Was Blue Beetle good?
I mean, I liked
Did
it.
Blue
It was-
Beetle
it was-
matter at
It
that
was
point?
it was like a Blue Beetle version of Spider-Man.
I didn't hear nothing about that.
I feel like that's what every DC exec thought that movie was gonna be.
Yeah, we just named like 10 terrible movies.
That's
like,
crazy.
And I'm
I
sure we
mean-
still missed some.
I mean,
Yeah,
we probably,
I'll let y'all have it, but I'd rather see it in B.
And again, look,
It can't-
I would have loved to put it in A if it was just Zack Snyder's films.
and I would agree
maybe
with that.
even
If-
S,
No, if
but-
we're talking about just Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Wonder Woman 1, and the Snyder Cut, then I would say yes. I would probably put that in B tier. But overall, all of it, and it's not Snyder's fault fully, but overall, yeah, we got to put it in C. It's just
All right, we got to
Yeah.
speed through these.
Yeah,
okay.
it's unfortunate, but yes.
All right,
What is this?
that's Transformers as a franchise.
I'll put that in C.
That's fair.
Unfortunately, I know Mason O'Ken, I'm sure, had a lot that he was going to say about Transformers, but he
They
We'll catch
fell
up
off
with
with me when they got rid of Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Transformers let that franchise fail.
Despicable Me.
I only saw the first one. That's the
Asia's
only
seen
one I
all
cared
of them,
for.
so I'll let
Oh, you gonna put that over the Marvel DC universe? Huh?
No, I'm not a madman. Maybe
It's got to be either D then.
no B because no, it's
That's
not.
over the Marvel universe. The DC
Marvel
universe. I
is
mean.
up there. Yes,
That's
I'm putting
Mar-
that over. Hell yeah, I'm putting that over the DC universe. Move that up to the B. At least no.
Despicable
Tori,
Me-
Despicable Me has a cult following.
Yeah, it's actually way more popular than the DCEU movies, and I'm not even being.
Which
If
was
that's
the
the
one
case,
that
it
had
needs to
that
be higher than
villain that was
Frozen.
like dancing to beat it in like the
It could be
opening
up there
or
with
something?
Frozen,
that was
honestly.
Asia one now.
Wasn't 3?
Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, all the '80s jokes. I mean, that movie was for kids, but when parents and like older family members went to go see it with the kids, it was something for us in it too.
So wait, where do you say A?
Frozen?
I'd probably say maybe B.
Okay, B. I'm trusting you on it. I haven't seen them.
I'd put it in the
I've
B
seen- I've
category,
seen a
but
few
they're
of 'em.
huge. Those little yellow.
No, I see those everywhere. I don't lie. I see them on
love
people's desks.
No, I've seen people dress up in groups and go to
Yeah.
bar
So where do
crawls.
you,
Yeah.
do you say A, Tori?
I'll put it.
No, actually, you know what? Leave it at A
I
for
feel
now.
like it shouldn't be under Frozen
Leave it at A for now.
We're not getting into.
or
the-
under Shrek because you see more
I don't know if
people
we're
doing
ranking within the categories. We're just putting them in there, right?
Yeah, no,
What's next?
I'm talking about like if I don't see it in the B category.
Okay, that's what
under
you're saying. Yeah. All right.
Lord of the Rings. Haven't seen any of them.
A.
Saw the first one.
A.
You
Please,
sure about
break down why.
Movies were so well received. what was his name? Jackson?
Yeah, Percy Jackson.
we talking about
Peter
the movie
Jackson?
Percy?
The writer?
Peter Jackson. I
Yeah,
almost
okay,
called
yeah.
him Percy Jackson.
I think that was
Peter
somebody
Jackson,
else, yeah.
he built that world, and it paid off because the third movie got an Academy Award for Best Film. I mean, there's so much well done about Lord of the Rings. It was massive. All the characters were so perfect. I've never seen anything so well casted
I mean,
before.
even
So
just
what was
like
it about?
Well, even talking about like how
I can get to that.
well, here's the thing, like even talking about how like Lord of the Rings pretty much set the standard for a lot of people of where an epic movie actually stands. Like, you know, you can go and watch like Zack Snyder's Justice League and people will look at like the history lesson where it's showing Darkseid's invasion of Earth and will compare that to Lord of the Rings. So again, like that's something that set a standard of quality for things. Just like The Matrix when it came to a lot of action films, just like the Dark Knight trilogy, the superhero films. So there is obviously some cultural impact there.
Oh, 100%.
And yet, what the fuck is Bad Boys doing in S tier?
I don't.
Because ain't nobody compare.
Where's Lord of the Rings at for both of y'all?
I'd
For
put
you
Lord of
two?
the Rings in
I
A.
think a fair A.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say take my opinion out of it because I'm not a big fan, but from what I've seen as far as reception and cultural significance, then it does seem like it's A.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I would say. All right, what
What
we
we
got
got next?
Bro, what you doing? Okay.
What's
That's
that?
impossible.
Okay. I've never.
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen any other free. Any
If we haven't
of the
seen them, we can just leave them at the bottom of
Yeah,
and no one's
leave
seen
'em
them.
out.
If I ain't seen enough to say.
I put it in C. The first one, second one were great. Deadpool, S tier.
I only bothered with the first one and.
S tier.
A.
I don't know.
Are you sure not
On
S?
I'm gonna say A tier personally. Here's why. Even though I enjoyed the third one a lot, I enjoyed it for the cameos. The third one is story-wise doesn't really.
Wait a minute. You know
Yeah.
why I say S
Third
tier?
one,
Even
story's
though you
terrible.
enjoy for the cameos, those cameos have opened the doors for a lot of these characters to come back, and they've signed contracts. Blade's coming back.
I know, but
Channing
I'm
Tatum's they
saying
working
the
on a
story
movie
was
for him.
pretty
Like
weak. They kind of just here's what happened. They really just forced some shit together just to make characters come together. But
I mean,
it was so dope that we were cool with
but
it.
what they
but in
did-
all honesty, the story didn't really make that much sense.
they
to bring
took-
The
them
second
back.
one had a
they took
way
the
better
story.
storyline.
They took multiple stories together, and then it's lining them up for Secret Invasion and Secret Wars and all and the Doom
But I'm
movie.
judging it on a movie on its own. The third one is not as good as the other two, but I'm not mad at A. Is still a really good tier. I'm not saying it's trash. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just saying I just can't put it next to Toy Story has never missed. I think that the third one is kind of
Now, are you putting it in there in a nondescript location, or are you putting it there to scale? Is the question?
scale.
Is
I'm
that
okay
to
with that.
scale? Is you sure?
With
Would
that
Let 'em
story.
know.
you
It'll-
put that
it'll-
over the Dark Knight trilogy, or
It'll be up there.
I
It'll
would
be
put
up there
that.
in the
You know,
S tier.
that's Jurassic Park.
Should we
You better
finish
move
this
that
up
down.
next time, or we still got
We
time?
got just a few more. Can we just speed through them?
My phone
Yeah.
died.
Damn, is
What-
that the
what you use your
Friday?
phone for?
What's that?
I was using the keep track. I can't see over there.
I mean, I got you, bro.
Oh, okay. You can't-
With my stigmatism and the light right there, I can't really.
No,
Oh,
you're literally me.
You want to
like
pass
these
it to
past
Joe
few
or
weeks.
something, or for the
Huh?
pass?
Well, I'm talking about the chat.
Oh, the
No,
chat.
no, I got the chat. You're good.
Okay. That's the Friday franchise.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's
I
go
think-
put that in S tier. Because okay, everybody. I'm sorry. I don't know how many urbans have y'all been hanging out with, but I hang out with enough where I hear a quote at least once a week,
From the first one.
and the second one, and the third one. Pinky.
I think A.
And then the second one, talking about Chico,
So
Baby D.
you're saying that Friday is an S tier movie franchise?
Yes,
I think.
because it came out in what, 97? Still holds up to this day. People still quote it. People still dress up as characters for Halloween. Come on now.
But again, you could make that argument for literally anything here.
I mean, but it's Friday. This ain't no action movie. This ain't no comic book movie. This is a
Thank you,
this is a
Pimp Boy.
hood
Boy
classic.
says, I don't know about that, homie.
Thank you, Pimp
I'm
Boy.
okay with A tier. A tier is still
I'm cool with
really
A.
good.
High A, a high A
A,
tier, yeah.
I put
can't-
it.
What?
I put it.
Y'all
high.
give that a lot
No,
of credit.
The first one is
they even have Chris Tucker in the second one.
But Mike
They
Epps.
didn't need him. They had Mike Epps.
And then the
was a good
weird one with
substitute.
Terry Crews.
The third
Dancing
one.
the
That's still
two-
pretty funny though. But
It had Terry
it
Crews
was,
and
yeah.
Cat Williams in
How
it.
many
I
are there
mean,
total? Is it 3?
There's 3.
3.
Okay. First one is
Y'all put that
amazing.
in the
The
B
second, okay,
category
that's kind of a
where it
decline.
belongs.
Slightly, yeah.
I don't know because people love the third one.
They don't.
Who do y'all? Who are these people y'all
I mean,
know?
the thing is, it's not
Who
like.
the people you know will put it in the S tier?
First of all, Pinky, Cat Williams, Mike Epps.
I would even say B tier.
I would say B.
I
I'm
gotta
okay
put
with
that
B.
in the A. That is a hood
I think
classic.
You're putting Friday next to Harry Potter.
Harry Potter should be in the D list, but we
I
ain't even gonna
am
go there.
ready to be done.
We ain't gonna.
It's time for me to. It's time to go.
Nah,
It's time for me to go.
I think A is a respectable tier. I
it's
think that's
time for
totally
me to go.
Listen,
Cause Tori, you doing this on purpose now.
What are you
You
talking
know this
about?
don't make sense.
He was talking shit on Harry
it's still
Potter
the A
just because
category.
he's salty. That's
Here, you
all.
want me to put here? How about this? They're best buddies right next to each other. How about that?
You better put.
I-
You better put.
I-
Harry
Voldemort
Potter.
should have put it in the D category.
I think
but
Friday is a B, but Tori, he ain't budging on it again. Okay.
It's
I
a
am
hood
so
classic.
tired of
It
Tori
is.
getting his
B
way
is
because
really
he's
good.
stubborn.
I think the first
I
one.
let you put Harry Potter in the A
and
category.
problematic.
That's undeniable.
Harry Potter.
Yes, that franchise is massive. It's
Harry
goated.
Potter is listen.
Harry
You
Potter's
putting
what?
a movie that was made-
Harry Potter's what? I want to hear Harry Potter's what?
Nothing.
Wait a second.
Nothing. It's a magic. It's a
Next-
Harry
next
Potter.
category, please.
Harry Potter is a magical
Harry
version of
Potter and
Naruto.
Friday
That's
being
all
in
it
the
is.
Same category.
And Black Clover is an
so
anime version of Harry Potter.
ridiculous.
What are we talking about?
Wait, you hear what Tori just said?
No, I heard him.
It is.
No, the Asian hear it.
What
It
did he
is.
say?
Go ahead
again.
Harry Potter is a magical version of Naruto. You got this person who's preying on this young kid for the power and their body. That's what he wanted. He wanted Harry Potter's body.
It's time to wrap this up.
He killed their parents. I
next?
mean, come on, man.
What's next?
Wait, hold on. I have a question for
I'm
Asia.
so tired
Real
of
quick,
this.
before you move on, I have a question for Asia. When was the first Harry
What's
Potter
up,
book
88?
published?
First Harry
I hope I
Potter book
pronounced that
published
correctly.
97?
So Harry Potter actually came out before Naruto.
That was the first book. First book?
I'm looked it up. It says the manga started in 1999, and Asia, you saying that Harry Potter started when?
I want to say 97.
Her. Let me confirm. When the first book came out, 1997. You're right.
Let's go.
So your
I know my
statement
shit.
may be inaccurate because this one came out first. Just saying.
So it sounds like Naruto
I don't
fucking
know.
bit off of Harry Potter.
Sound like
I
you
don't know
was
when the
talking out
second
your
book
ass.
come out because
What's that got to do with anything?
because the first book, okay, you mad? Okay, the first book he wanted to kill him.
Give
The
me this
second
damn
book,
mouse
that
so I
man
can-
is chasing.
No, give
that
me-
man is chasing Harry Potter this whole time.
This is crazy.
Give me this mouse so I can go
Where-
to the second.
Listen,
to the
we
next
about
category.
finished. We about finished. We almost
Nah,
done.
we need to wrap this up.
We about finished.
You make, ooh.
We almost done. Airbud. Put that in A category.
I would too.
Why?
But
You know what?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I ain't saying nothing else.
You
for
want
the
it in the
stream.
S category?
No, listen. Okay, I'm an Airbud fan, but I'll be honest and say it's C. It's C. It's C.
I thought since it was a dog, you put it in the
Airbud
S
even, like,
category.
bad?
I
Relevant
don't even like the
culturally,
AirPod
like what?
movies.
What don't you
but it's
like?
not bad.
They're
though.
dumb as hell.
Bad, but at the same
What
time,
was
it's
a
dumb
like,
dog
about it?
playing football, a dog playing basketball.
I think B.
Okay, Wishbone, that man freed the slaves. What else you want?
Wait, what?
I mean, what's the
Wait,
difference?
who? Wait, what?
Wishbone, that man was an archer, that man was a mechanic, that man did all that. What difference does it make that
where do
Airbud
you-
is playing basketball?
Where do you put Airbud at?
Everybody
Huh?
be down there
Where
next
do you
to
put
50
Airbud?
Shades.
Listen, Airbud helped me out a lot.
If you don't put
back in the
Airbud
day.
next to 50 Shades of Grey where
Oh,
it
hold up.
belongs.
We got some insight here. Fady Yates says, what?
Oh.
A tier for Airbud, them shits was ass. B tier all day.
I'm
Put
with
it in
Yates.
B. I put it in
No,
B.
no, it's C.
Tori!
You can't.
Listen, no!
You can't.
Stop it!
It's
Oh,
C or
my
it's C or
goodness.
D.
That's crazy.
Tori!
It's maybe even
Airbud is bun!
If
Would you- hold
Airbud
on.
is
Move
Buzz,
it.
here's the thing: Airbud is doing more than crypto. He playing bass. That man got a job. What you talking
You
about?
were telling me!
Yeah.
Airbud does
Yeah.
more than Superman's done!
Yeah. All he do
I gotta
is
go.
Yeah, all right.
I gotta
All right.
go. I have to go.
That's fine.
I have to
That's
leave.
fine. Airbud out here winning championships. What championship crypto done made? You just found out about that man 15 minutes ago. I ain't trying to hear that. You just found out. Before then, crypto had all the jobs. Now you just found about crypto. Now
You
crypto.
just said Airbud was better than...
Yeah, he doing more
Okay.
for the community than crypto. What did crypto do? Oh, he helped Superman. That's his owner. That's
Airbud
his
licks
job.
his ass and plays football, Tori.
You think crypto ain't licking his ass when ain't nobody looking? That
Tori, I am an Airbud fan, but we got to be honest. The movies are not incredible movies. They were cool, but they're definitely C or D.
that man licking his bulletproof ass. That's what he doing.
Next,
And you think he ain't? What you think he doing in Fortress of Solitude? Reading books?
next one.
No.
Talk
Next
about
one.
Fast and Furious already.
Next one. I'm not saying another word the rest of this stream. Just wrap this up.
No, we need you on this.
Fast and the Furious.
We need y'all on this one.
I've seen every Fast and Furious movie. I'm gonna say probably C.
I haven't seen all of them.
I've seen
Fair.
every one.
Fair.
I've only seen like five of them.
Fair.
I think that's
Fady
Rush Hour.
Fady says D for Duke. I think he was talking about Airbud.
I put Rush Hour in S tier.
No. The
I
third,
think I think A is fair.
A?
A is
the
fair.
third one is not good.
Put that in B.
I like the third one.
Only you.
Put that in B.
It's
I mean, look, no. Literally, it's on the same level as Friday for me, where you have like your pretty goated first two, and then you have your third, which is divisive to a certain degree, but still not
88
terrible.
says Rush Hour 1 and 2 are A tier. If we're including the third one in the whole franchise,
Yeah, that
though,
knocks it to a B. Just like Friday should be a B.
No, I don't think that it knocked it that far down.
Yeah.
But because
I-
the first
Two
I
two
out
are,
of three is a B.
the first two are really good.
Yeah,
though.
I think it's
Not,
fine.
not
where
in
it's at.
today's grading scale.
No, I think
that's
fine.
an A
I'm okay
minus.
with A tier for Rush Hour.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
What is this?
Ice Age. Can we just replace that one with Spider-Man? We could talk about
No,
Spider-Man.
hold on. Asia's an Ice Age fan, so break it down.
I haven't heard anybody talk about anything.
Radiation, are
Ice
y'all
Age
doing
aside
series?
from
So,
the first.
Yates, right now we're just doing movies, but we are going to do series very soon.
Yes.
Pulled a muscle in my neck. Yelling at Tori.
Yeah, this is just movies.
Yelling at me. What happened to the soft girl age? You just
You know,
threw
let
that-
me-
You had that's like your third recess.
let me
Just
get
throw
back
it.
to being a soft girl.
Just throw that out the window.
What is Ice Age?
Okay, as a soft girl, I feel like Ice Age is probably. I want to put it at a B or C.
I put it in the C.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember like when it came out around the time of Shrek, and if I think it was like trying to be a competitor to Shrek, and it was like a worthy adversary in my opinion, but I don't know if it reached the same like reaches of funny like Shrek did. So I may do C.
That's cool.
I may do
All right,
C with
got
that
some
one.
agreement for a C tier as well.
Twilight, I don't even know why y'all put that on the list. Put that next to 50 Shades.
Can we just pretend that it's Spider-Man and just talk about that?
D.
Okay, never mind.
And then Planet of the Apes.
First of all, I ain't
Wait,
giving-
Whoa,
what
what the
bro? What are you
fuck?
doing?
I'm not about to glorify no damn monkeys. That's what we.
What are you doing?
What?
Why are you putting Planet of the Apes in the D tier?
I'm sorry. You like monkeys and slavery together?
I'm talking about the quality of the movies. I don't know what you're getting into right now.
I didn't like them. I didn't
Isn't
like.
it about the monkeys breaking out of the cages?
But then they got right back in them.
These monkeys started a whole civilization. Go ahead and put Planet of the Apes up there in A tier, even possibly S tier if we want to argue. But these movies are heavily underrated.
I'll do it right.
Especially this
here's
new.
the thing. Every single Planet
off,
of the Apes
baby.
movies, especially the recent franchise, is
Oh.
actually like reviewed very well. They all have.
Yes.
I didn't like any of them. Like
They
from
are
the,
and that's cool.
slept on.
from the old. I'm talking about the old one. Like they had one in the '90s,
Yes.
and they had the older one than that.
Right.
I watched all. I'm
Okay,
like,
okay. I will say, if we're including all of them, then I'm okay with B tier because there were some, the one with Mark Wahlberg is not good. But
I'm talking about the one before that because the other one where the dude had went back in time and then he fought through the monkey whole thing. Then he got back in time. Then he
Okay.
went back to his time,
I'm
and
with-
then he saw that Abraham Lincoln statue where
you
it was
see
a
what
monkey.
Yates
Yeah,
said.
that was
I'm with Gates. If we don't count the old shit, the
You gotta
reboots
count the
are.
whole franchise.
If we
But
count
if we're counting the whole
everything, then we'll say
franchise-
B, because the new ones are like all S tier.
The ones with James Franco. And,
Yes,
and-
those are really good. But if we're talking about all of them, then I'm okay with B or even C.
I'll take B. I think C would be disrespectful.
Yes.
C is
I think- I think-
Caesar wouldn't want to be no C.
I'd be down with C.
Yeah, Tori, but you also think Bad Boys is S tier.
It's better than the damn Dirty Apes.
Before we wrap, before we close up, what is in our S tier category before we wrap up? I just need to know where
All
we're
right.
at. What's in the S tier?
All right, we got Toy Story,
Yeah.
As it
John
should.
Wick.
As it should.
Jumanji,
As it should.
Bad Boys,
Don't know why the fuck.
Yeah, we cooking.
and then
The Marvel
MCU.
Universe.
All
Yeah.
right.
I like that. It looked good.
I like it.
I don't like Bad Boys there.
I don't
That's
either.
crazy. That's crazy. I'll let y'all put. You know what?
But what? Which one do you
Harry
have?
Potter and A.
What's your issue with Harry
Why?
Potter?
Yeah, Tori,
I put it-
honestly, it's giving hater.
I
no,
put
no.
C.
It's
I
giving
put it in
hater
C with
energy.
crap.
You what?
Straight
I put it
hater
in
energy.
C with crap.
You know what, Tori? That's.
Wait. What is your actual
That's-
critique against Harry Potter? The
He ain't
franchise-
got one.
The movies have done
It's just
well at
hater
the box
energy.
office, good reviews. I mean, good acting. Like, what's the issue with the franchise? I'm not even a Harry Potter fan, but what is your beef?
It just didn't. They didn't bring it home like I thought.
Okay,
they would.
but take yourself out of it and say, what does everybody else think? You're on an island on your own here.
You really are.
I don't care what everybody else think.
This is rating the movies overall, not just personal opinion.
Let me
Yeah.
see. You know, the whole Voldemort situation, it just wasn't doing it for me.
What?
You know,
This happened.
like
'Cause you don't like the
here's the
villain.
thing, and then you got the teacher, the shady. How do you have these teachers who are supposed to be, you know, here for the students, but they working against them the whole time?
Are you
how are these parents sending these kids back to the same school that just tried to kill them last semester, and then every semester they got somebody dying or
Hold on,
somebody
but you
trying to.
also like My Hero Academia, where the kids get attacked every semester.
Every
don't like-
episode.
I
damn
don't
near.
like it much. They got superpowers. These kids is trying to learn.
They're wizards.
They don't know how to use it.
They have wands that can shoot people.
Half of them can barely use them. But you got these kids, they got powers. They know how to use their stuff. They just trying to teach them how to be heroes with the powers.
I'm about to cook you real quick.
Cook me.
Because you got Deku, that punk ass whiny little bitch
Uh-huh.
who's always whining about not having a quirk.
Uh-huh.
He goes to that school. He can't do the shit he's supposed to be doing.
He did. He did it
And Harry Potter did that shit too.
with help. That man. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hermione.
What's his name? No.
Ron?
No.
Voldemort.
The teacher.
Which
Snape.
one?
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore been helping that man in the secrets the whole time.
And this is how I know you
Everything.
capping. And this is how I know you capping. Because if you look at the movies, Dumbledore didn't do shit for Harry except put him in danger.
Wait a minute. Who sent him the stones and the cloaks and all that other stuff? That shit didn't just magically pop up in front of
if
him.
that's your critique, then you should hate my hero because All Might helped Deku out every step of the way.
He gave him the power.
And
that
helped
man
him
learned how to do it on his own.
Oh, he didn't help him train. The whole season is him helping him train.
That was a half a season.
Oh.
That was half a season.
All right, y'all.
Dumbledore was helping this man out every semester.
Dumbledore didn't do shit. Dumbledore left Harry.
Harry Potter
and
was
told,
getting.
No, Dumbledore told Harry, hey, by
Harry
the way,
Potter-
in order to defeat Voldemort, shut up. In order to defeat Voldemort, you need to find all the Horcruxes. Oh, and by the way, he doesn't mention that Harry's actually one of the Horcruxes. How was that helping him?
Wait, what about how Ron helped Harry?
Ron didn't do shit.
Ron did help him
With what?
Agent
survive. Hermione helped that man. Yeah, how many?
Soft girl era.
Okay. Listen, if Hermione, Ron, and Dumbledore wasn't there, how many times you think Harry Potter would have died? A lot. If they wasn't there, that man would have died a lot.
Tori, stop talking
How
about
many
Asia
people did
versus
he
blood
save?
vessel.
How many? Neville Longbottom saved more people than Harry Potter in that whole movie, in the whole series. Tell me he didn't. When he blew up that bridge, when he booked the twins, R.I.P. to the GOAT. Yeah, when he died, I cried.
What?
One of the twins?
R.I.P. to the GOAT.
Yeah, they was
He
the
didn't
GOAT.
do a damn thing either.
They did. They made all the gadgets and gizmos that they needed.
They ran a joke shot.
It still worked.
Can y'all
It still
wrap
worked.
this up? My neck
So
hurts.
thank you for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all chiming in.
100%.
Thank
Of
y'all
course,
for coming through.
follow our.
Hagrid helped that man.
Tori, you really messing up my soft girl era. You really messing me up.
All right, well, appreciate y'all coming through.